Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Filipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Filipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Filipinas Live? I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multicam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Filipinas Love. Filipinas Live.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Filipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Filipinas Live? I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multicam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Filipinas Love. Filipinas Live.
Christmas clash tayo sa quarterfinals ng PBA 50 Philippine Cup. RJ with the icing on the cake. This will do it. Barangay Ginebra will live to fight another game.
We know that Ginebra, when the chips are down and everything matters, they're just a better team.
48 minutes of hell ang ine-expect natin. One last game para malaman sino ang uusad sa semis. First time they go to Shawnee Winston. Shawnee off the hezi. Sa likod ng board na yun! Baltasar got the draw! Bastos
Two slots have already been taken in the semifinals of your PBA 50th season Philippine Cup. Now, after 48 minutes of action, maybe more here inside the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum, we will find out which will be the third team to enter our Final Four. The Converge FiberXers is going up against Barangay, Ginebra, San Miguel in this do-or-die battle as they are here to fight for survival. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa PBA. Carlo Pamintuan, Dominic Uy, we thank you so much for joining us on RPTV and on the One Sports YouTube page. Dom, twice to beat advantage for the Converge FiberXers. Wala na yan. It is down to one last game to determine kung sino ang aabante.
Kailangan kalimutan na nila yun. Natalo na sila that first game and this is where it will all begin. 48 minutes, nakita nila ano yung ginawa sa kanila ng Barangay Ginebra in that first game and they need to be able to adjust. And the number one guy is the guy who's wearing the number one jersey. Itong si Juan Gomez Iliano. Pero tignan muna natin ating playoff picture. The San Miguel Beermen, tinalo na ang NLEX Road Warriors. Nandyan na sila, pasok na sila. Kung sino man ang mananalo dito sa Converge and sa Barangay Ginebra will face San Miguel in the semifinals. Sa kabila naman, TNT, pasok na din yan. Bukas naman po, Rain or Shine versus Meralco. Whoever wins that game will face TNT in the semifinals.
In their elimination round battle, nagwagi ang Converge FiberXers, but there were a lot of big adjustments coming from Barangay Ginebra that made sure that they will pick up the victory, a big one at that, in Game 1 of their quarterfinals duel. Yung papansinin natin dyan, syempre yung perimeter points, they dominated the three-point shooting, 10 compared to only 4 for Converge, and yung second half points na pumutok talaga yung opensa ng Barangay Ginebra.
Napakalaki talaga ng ginawa ng Barangay Ginebra in that second half, 64-40. That's just a huge turnaround, especially in the fourth quarter. At madami doon dahil nanggaling dito sa kanilang three-point shooting, 10 of 24 from that three-point area. Ginebra, historically not really known as a team that relies on the three-point area, pero the past few conferences, they have been taking a lot more, and this guy takes the most amount of three-point shots. Itong si RJ Abarientos. Kalaban niya in this matchup, itong si Juan Gomez Deliano.
Their first brush in the PBA playoffs atmosphere, at alam natin na Dom na hindi dito magtatapos. Magiging mahaba ang kwento nitong dalawang ito going up against each other because they will lead their respective teams far into the future.
They've played 2 times this conference. Nung first game, lamang dyan, Juan Gomez Deliano, 32 points, 13 of 16 from the field, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, career high yung 32 points naman. RJ Abarientos, hindi nakatulog hanggang sa pagbalik in the previous game. 35 points, also a career high for RJ Abarientos. What a great game for him. 12 of 18 from the field, 6 of 8 from the three-point area, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Makikita mo parang nagpalitan itong dalawang ito. So ang tanong, parang best of 3 para sa team to victory in today's ballgame.
35 points including 19 in the fourth quarter. Yan po yung binitawan itong si RJ Abarientos. But of course, it was not just RJ that won the game for Barangay Ginebra. Staying consistent, staying effective was Japet Aguilar as their, primary big man. Talagang inaasahan itong si Japet, especially against the loaded front line of the Converge FiberXers.
Well, always big itong si Japet Aguilar, especially in the playoffs. You look at him, he's not scoring, pero pati defensively, he is the best second-line defender, rim protector for Barangay Ginebra, and probably what we've seen in the PBA. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks para dito kay Japet Aguilar. At pagpasok ko kanina, Carlo, nakita mo, he was warming up already, 2 hours before the ball game, sprinting and really trying to get his legs underneath himself to be able to come out strong in today's ballgame.
At syempre, pag kailangan ng panalo ng Barangay Ginebra, lagi nilang sinasandalan itong si Scotty Thompson, and he delivered another Christmas Day epic performance, a triple-double for Scotty Thompson. Hindi na tayo nagugulat dyan, but his ability to be a factor in multiple facets of the game was huge for the cause of Barangay Ginebra. That's why they were able to force this do or die.
Hindi man siyang may pinakamadaming puntos, hindi man siyang may pinakamadaming rebound, pero tignan mo naman, 13 points, 10 assists, and 12 rebounds. That's a triple-double for Scotty Thompson. Ang maganda doon, he was the leader during that ball game. Scotty Thompson, yun ang hinahanap sa kanya ever since umalis si LA and the other leaders para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Hinahanap talaga yung position, that role, and Scotty came to play that role in the previous game.
And for more on Barangay Ginebra, Don, let's send it over to Miss Eileen. Eileen?
Gentlemen, there were a lot of things that went correctly for Barangay Ginebra as they were able to limit Converge, which was the number 3 offensive team, to just 85 points in their last game versus their usual average of 104 points per game. Pero ang gusto ko nga i-highlight ni Coach Richard Del Rosario was their improved rebounding. Naka-51 na nga daw sila in their last game compared to 37 nung una nilang nakatapat ang Converge. Dagdag na rin dito ang improved efficiency ng kanilang bigs at ng kanilang bench. Ika nga niya, that helped them partially overcome their twice to beat disadvantage because he believed that they were the underdogs coming in. Kaya naman ngayong do or die na ang sigaw ni Coach Richard, ay kailangan natin gamitin ang ating experience as we still try to be the aggressors. But let's remember to stay disciplined. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Miss Eileen Shi, for that report. You know, for the Converge FiberXers, yung bigat sa kanilang balikat, ramdam mo na ngayon dahil hindi pa sila umaabante into the semifinals. Never have they qualified for the Final Four. This was viewed as their best opportunity dahil nga may twice to beat advantage ka. Hindi na ganon yung storya ngayon, kaya aasahan muli nila itong si Justin Baltazar para bumuhat to really lead the inside scoring for the Converge FiberXers.
Well, you look at Justin Baltazar, he has a lot of experience. Pero collectively as a team, itong Converge kulang pa. Kaya naman maganda na meron silang twice to beat advantage. But Justin Baltazar in that previous game, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. That's a solid performance for Justin Baltazar. Twin Towers nila, nagpakita yung Justin Baltazar. They'll probably need a little bit more from the other one.
Siyempre, tignan natin kung paano susubukang bumawi nung katambal itong si Justin Baltazar, si Justin Arana, who was in foul troubles for much of that game against Barangay Ginebra. Lahat yan nang gigigil ng isa pang pagkakataon na matalo ang Ginebra and to proceed to their first ever semifinals. Now it's time to meet our starters, sending it over to our venue announcer for the introductions of the first five.
Philippine Cup. This is a knockout match to determine who will advance to the semis. It's time to meet the starting lineups of both teams. First from your Converge FiberXers. Starting at guard from Quezon City, number 1, Juan Gomez Del Llano. At guard is the FiberXers leading local scorer last season with 15.7 points a game from Dumaguete, number 12, Alex Stockton. At forward from Tarlac, number 27, King Caralipio. At forward is the second best local rebounder last season with 10.1 boards a game from Mabalacat, Pampanga, number 19, Balti Baltazar. And at center is the FiberXers' second best scorer and rebounder last season from Basud, Camarines Norte, number 15, Justin Arana. Head coach of the FiberXers is Delta Pineda. And now let's meet the starters for your Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Starting at center is a 9-time All-Star from Sasmuan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. At forward is part of the Bacolor Bubble Philippine Cup champion team from Cagayan Valley, number 1, Troy Rosario. At forward is the number 1 overall pick in the PBA 48th season draft from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Holt. At guard from Las Piñas City, number 2, Maya Gray. And also at guard is a 2-time finals MVP from Davao del Sur, number 9, Scotty Thompson. Head coach of Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. Game officials are Peter Balao, Mike Flordeliza, Jerry Narandan, and Charlie Amparado.
Your referees, Balao, Flordeliza, Narandan, and Amparado for this matchup, a do or die, a knockout game between the Converge FiberXers, who will start with King Caralipio, Alex Stockton, Justin Arana, Juan Gomez Del Llano, and Justin Baltazar. And Barangay Ginebra, who will start off with Thompson, Gray, Aguilar, Holt, and Rosario. Switch coming from Converge. Usually it is the veteran Kevin Racal that gets started for them at the 3 spot. The two Kabampangan bigs jump it up at center court, and it will be Barangay Ginebra for their first opportunity to score in this ball game.
So it looks like it's going to be Caralipio on Scotty Thompson.
What do you want to see from Barangay Ginebra early in this matchup? Well, Japet, always a good option to start any ball game.
Well, what you want to see from Barangay Ginebra is continue yung kumpiyansa na nakuha nila in that previous game. Move that basketball well. Remember, it wasn't the starting five that really made a big difference for Barangay Ginebra. It was a collective effort. Obviously led by RJ Abarentos with 35 points. But even Ralph too came off the bench and helped Barangay Ginebra.
Pero itong si King Caralipio, buo yung kumpiyansa as a surprise starter for Coach Delta Pineda.
Only played 7 minutes in the previous game and did not score in that game.
2 turnovers, -2 in the plus-minus department, pero nakatulong agad-agad. Ngayon nakakuha pa ng stop ang Converge FiberXers 1. Gomez De Leano tatauhin. Ito si Scotty Thompson. Justin Arana will attack from the outside, setting up Alex Stockton. Stockton from the short corner. The jumper won't work. Rebound for Jeremiah Gray.
Pinag-usapan natin yung difference of Barangay Ginebra. Yung sanay ito sa playoffs. Sanay sila that they're down, whether they're up or what. Alam nila kung yung gagawin nila because of the experience of guys like Scotty Thompson, Chapet Aguilar, Troy Rosario, and even Stephen Holt. Guys who've been playing for so long already. Ito namang Converge, you're hoping that you're able to get that experience in the previous game and nakuha yun and makorek already in today's ball game.
Arana leaves that shot long. Score still tied at 2 apiece to open this ball game. Jeremiah looking for his options. Chapet ngayon, hinahanap si Scotty Thompson. Gray swings it over to Holt. Papunta kay Troy Rosario on the handoff from the elbow. Chapet to Jeremiah. Shot clock running low. It's at 3 seconds. Good fake from Maya. Misses. As Baltazar just stronger for that rebound.
Taller and stronger. Itong si Justin Baltazar against Troy Rosario. We always, previously, di ba, isipin mo, talagang may twin towers. Itong Barangay Ginebra, di ba, when they still had Christian Stan Hardinger and even San Miguel. Now the younger ones, itong Converge has really beefed up. Now that they have the two Justin sisters, this is the new age twin towers of the PBA.
Ang daming ganong tirang nasayang ni Justin Arana in their first quarterfinals game na nandun lang after getting an offensive rebound or after a post-up play. Shots that he would usually make.
Yes. And yun yung pressure ng dala ng quarterfinals or ng playoffs, especially when you're playing against Barangay Ginebra na 90% of the crowd ay kalaban mo.
Maya hinahanap itong si Scotty. Poposte kontra kay King Caralipio. Thompson draws to double team. Japet will score again. Second basket of the ball game, turning garbage into goal.
It's always good to get Japet going early because it calms everybody down.
Yeah. 4 down yung opensa dito. And then they pop out at top ball screen. Juan Gomez De Leano converts on a 3-point shot. You remember how well he started in game 1, 7 points immediately. Mabilis na bawi naman para kay Troy Rosario. Napayungan nga lang. Big block from Caralipio from behind.
On the other hand, if you're looking at Converge, you want the energy, right? Tapos na yun, wala ka na magagawa. Kaya ka nga may twice to beat advantage para pwede kang magkamali, so to speak.
Open 3, but it will not go for Juan Gomez De Leano. You don't want to see him confident kung ikaw yung depensa ng Barangay Ginebra. Meanwhile, the shot from Scotty is good. Mid-range jumper will be the first basket of Scotty in this game.
And important para dito sa Converge. Even if Barangay Ginebra will get on a run later on, hindi ka pwede mawala ng loob. You have to keep on playing. Even if you're hearing the crowd, kahit na deafening na yung tunog, yung sinisigaw ng crowd, kailangan laro ka pa rin ng laro.
7-6, aabante ang Converge ng isa. Thompson, bibigay kay Gray. Hinahanap si Japet sa poste. And then Maya gives it back to Japet. Shot clock is at 6. Good defense so far for Converge. Nakompleto pa nila yan. Getting the steal. Good pass to Caralipio. The 3-point shot is good for the surprise starter.
Carlos, just good recognition that time because of that double team down low. Wide open yung 3-point shot.
Kung sino man yung nagsuggest na magpalit ng starter, henyo bigla dahil sa ganda ng umpisa ni King Caralipio.
Pwede mo bang sabihin magic bunot?
Bunot ba pag starter? Pwede na rin.
Pwede na rin, di ba?
Meanwhile, look at this one more time. King Caralipio, 3-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook, the second 3-point conversion for Converge here in the first quarter. And how many did they have Dom in the entire game in the first one? Apat lang na tres yung naipasok nitong kupunang ito.
And usually they average about 9 makes a ball game. So ang laking bagay nun. That's 15 points.
And they shoot at a really good percentage. Papangalawa lang sa TNT, tropang 5G. In terms of three-point shooting percentage throughout this conference. Caralipio will be headed to their bench. Kevin Racal sees his first action of the game. Chapet naghahanap ng mapupwestohan, forces it up, well defended by Justin Arana, but the shot was partially blocked, kaya mananatili sa Barangay Ginebra ang bola.
Good thing wala pang foul itong si Justin Arana. And yun yung kinakailangan mangyari. Yung being adjustment itong Justin Arana because he's such a key role dito sa Converge.
So far, so good for Justin Arana, even if he's not yet chipping in. Sa opensa, ito susugod si Arana. Missing. Tip-in is good though for Justin Baltazar.
So even if he missed that, the shot that he usually makes, ang ganda ng ginawa ng Justin Baltazar that he followed and took that offensive rebound and got his 2 points. Because wala na makaka-box out sa kanya.
Yeah.
He's so much bigger. I mean, even if Troy Rosario's there, he's strong, he can jump. But if you're not able to locate that guy you're trying to box out, napakahirap niyan.
Holt on the attack against Stockton. Now Rosario, mid-range jumper, short. Another rebound for Balti. Mula sa likod. At mag-knockout doon si Maya. Pero napansin paparating nitong si Justin Baltazar. Meanwhile, a turnover, careless pass coming from Kevin Racal.
Kala niya libre si Boss Danny Espiritu. Libre naman.
Pero hindi panira eh. Far from his range.
He was not ready.
Stockton will hit the bench. Shawnee Winston comes in at dito mo makikita yung mas malalim na paikot ng tao ng Converge FiberXers. No substitutions yet for Barangay Ginebra. Scotty against Racal. There will be an offensive foul. Converge. Dobladong tala ng Barangay Ginebra. 12-6, 6 minutes 27 remaining here in your first quarter. Juan Gomez de Leaño. Hindi ko magat yung screen nito si Baltazar. Maghahanap ng poste. Itong si Arana. Good pass, big to big. Baltazar in traffic. One-hander. Won't work. Chapit with the rebound. Oh, but a steal coming from Kevin Racal. Bibigay pa kay Deshaun Winston. Short on the jumper. The ball will stay with the FiberXers.
Carlo, what I like seeing right now dito kay Gomez de Leaño, he's not forcing his shots. Even if, di ba sigurado nababasa mo yan, whether on social media or anywhere, na outplay ka ni RJ Abarientos and all of that. But hindi niya ginagawang one-on-one yung laban. Alam niya na kailangan niya laruin to as a team and let the game come to him.
Iisa na lang yung natira sa starters ng Converge. And Justin Arana, MJ Garcia in traffic. Binigay pa kay Larry Muyang. Ilalabas kay Deshaun Winston. 3 to score. Tough jumper. Won't work. Rebound picked up by Japet. Ray aatake. Pero papara muna. Iikot nila yung bola patungo kay Scotty Thompson. Size advantage against Garcia. Rosario is open. Jumper's good.
Good recognition by Scotty Thompson. Giving that pass to Troy Rosario, knocking it down naman. That's an assist for Scotty.
Basa-basa lang kasi yung Converge handa ng tumulong no? Patakbo na, papunta kay Scotty. Apat pa rin ang abante ng Converge FiberXers. Garcia, Muyang, they swing it. Deshaun Winston wide open this time, pero hindi pa rin papasok. Garcia, second effort, ayaw pa rin. Rebound tapped over to Holt. Nagmamadali ang Barangay Ginebra. Gray, the step in three, is gone!
I mean, previously, would you actually see itong Barangay Ginebra taking a 3 on the break?
Huh?
Diba? Hindi.
Probably not. Yep. Kaso, nag-iba na nga yung laruan itong Barangay Ginebra, especially when you see misses, point-blank misses from Converge. Parang ginaganahan ka lalong tumakbo. That hook will go down for Justin Arana, his first basket of the game. Japet looking for another one. And there will be a foul, a loose ball foul. Itatawag kontra sa Barangay Ginebra. And that will lead us to our first time out of this ball game. Converge stays ahead, 14-11 kontra sa Barangay Ginebra.
All right, they came out with a really hard push, fellas. Japet, come closer. No, just sit down so you can hear me. All right. They came out with a really hard push, all right? And we played well, all right? And you held your ground.
We are back and you are watching the PBA Philippine Cup quarterfinals. Now, mulling over what transpired during Christmas Day, Coach Franco Atienza highlighted how it was difficult for them to win without their best players on the floor. Ika nga niya, it's like we shot ourselves in the foot when Justin Arana and Alex Stockton got into early foul trouble. We weren't able to play them as much as we would have liked. Kaya naman leading up to this day, his constant reminder is to ensure that the FiberXers play smarter. He doesn't want to fault them for what has transpired, and moving forward, what he's looking for is just better one-on-one defense, better execution, and for Converge to continuously fight for those second chance points and rebounds. Back to you.
Thank you for that report, Miss Eileen Shi. At kita mo nga, no, yung balasa ng tao, mas marami talaga for Converge. They're trying to mix it up. But now we see the entry of the first of the bench players for Barangay Ginebra. And David Torres and RJ Abarientos, their star. First game of this quarterfinal pairing. Arana, great fake. Layup is good with a foul.
He knew exactly that he had the advantage against Norbert Torres, especially down low. And good read, even if itong Barangay Ginebra, especially Jason David, was trying to dig. Look at him. He's trying to make Arana think. But it's just so strong, getting Torres up in the air, the foul and the basket.
Siyempre, iba yung kalidad pag dumidepensa sa'yo. Japet Aguilar.
Kasi si Japet kahit mahuli, pwede kang habulin sa taas eh.
Bonus free throw will fall for Justin Arana as he has 5 points in the game. Balik sa ani, mga bante ng FiberXers. Looks like it will be a very short break for Justin Baltazar as he's about to check back into this contest. David, good seal screen by Troy Rosario at nakabitaw pa ng tres. Ganyan din yung naitulong niya, naitulong ni Ralph Gu in their first game.
And Carlo, you could see that there was a miscommunication there defensively. He was wide open.
17-14. Garcia ginugulong nitong si David. Larry Muyang goes back to Garcia. Humihingi ng bola sa poste. Itong si Arana. The dig will be coming from David. The double team commits. Ball will stay on the side of Converge, but only 0.5 seconds remaining.
Defensively, ang ganda ng ginawa ni David because he made Arana turn towards the baseline, towards his left, towards his weaker hand.
Garcia got caught dun sa screen, kaya si Racal biglang mabilis na bibitaw ng tira. That will come up short. Tatakbo na naman ang Barangay Ginebra. They're down by 3 points. David looking for his options. Up against a smaller Garcia. Now Norbert Torres pops out. Hand off to RJ Abarientos. Norbert Torres. Jumper won't work. Rebound goes back to Ginebra. Abarientos fakes the three, but everyone just waiting for him to take his first shot. David, sinusukat pa itong si Garcia. Must shoot situation. Oh, nakapagpakagat pa ng foul. Itong si Stephen Holt.
And Carlo, mapapansin mo, every time mag-pick and roll yung Abarientos, they're doubling him. They want him to give up that basketball.
Tala timeout naman. With 2 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Converge still up 17-14 against Ginebra.
Get the screen. Stay spot. Wait for this. Baka screen.
I remember the first half earlier, coach team went to me. Like, he said like, I'm not looking for my shot and I'm not aggressive. Yun yung siguro tinatak ko sa utak ko, and then I keep reminding myself na hindi pwedeng hindi ako gumalaw or hindi ako makapag-contribute sa team.
I had the same problem with him oftentimes that I do with his uncle, Johnny, in the past. They want to be point guards. They want to be pure point guards, and both of them were really capable scorers, and they kind of forget that part of the game sometimes.
Pag sinabihan ka ni Coach Tempo that you should be a little bit more selfish.
Aggressive,
oh my goodness. Grabing injection yan ng kumpiyansa, and you can see, you know, yung tulungan syempre between the legend, the uncle, si Flying A, Johnny Abarientos, and RJ as well.
And Carlo, kaya ang ganda nung pagkuha kay Johnny Abarientos. Dito sa coaching staff ng Barangay Ginebra para matulungan itong si RJ, because kumbaga napagdaanan na ni Coach Johnny lahat yan.
Help with the triangle, help with the mentality, kung ano yung kailangan when you play for Coach Tempon. They're really struggling with their ball handling. Sean Winston stops, step through, that will be a foul against Abarientos. JL De Los Santos seeing his first action of the matchup. Pero makikita mo, no, yung Converge, they would want either Justin Arana or Justin Baltazar on the floor at any given point.
Kasi gusto nila parate na meron silang low post option. Right? They know that if a Troy Rosario or a Japet Aguilar gets into foul trouble, ang laking bagay nun para sa kanila.
Sonny Estil papasok para kay Stephen Holt. Archie Concepcion naman, papalitan si Kevin Racal.
Both teams really rotating their players.
An all bench crew now for Coach Tempo.
Bigat kasi pagka one-day break lang. 2 days.
Pasko yun. I know the days between Christmas and New Year feel like a blur.
Parang may patay. Di ba may patay?
19 to 14, 2 minutes and change left in the first.
Ang bigat kasi pag one-day break lang, butin lang 2 days. Hindi ba ako pinatapos?
Yung bukas mabigat. One-day break yung bukas. Foul will be called kontra kay Justin Baltazar. Only his first. Pero mabibigyan ng 2 free throws itong si Troy Rosario. Pero kung ikaw yung Converge, 1 foul from Baltazar, nothing from Arana, makakahinga ka ng maluwag ng konti, di ba? At least you were able to avert.
Nalusutan mo na yung first quarter. In essence. Because him and Stockton were the 2 key people para dito sa Converge who were in foul trouble in the first game.
At alam mo naman si Stockton, dikdik talaga yung depensa niyan. So when he is in foul trouble, I mean, it limits his opportunities. Meanwhile, Rosario misses both free throws, misses the 3 as well. It stays as a 5-point lead for the FiberXers.
That was off. Tirang yun. 3-point shot ni Troy Rosario.
Now this is the second personal foul of Baltazar. Will they change it up? Papalitan ba nila? Hindi na sila magkakaroon ng oras para gawin yan. On the spin, yun. There was a clear out. Samantala, back to live action.
That's backcourt violation.
That will be, indeed, a backcourt violation against Barangay Ginebra. Coach Tempon thinking that there should have been a foul called against the FiberXers. Poprotektahan na muna itong si Baltazar. In comes Justin Arana.
Big addition din ng Vic Manuel, no? You have a veteran that can play, a number of minutes. You can get some points from him as well.
Vic Manuel will join Justin Arana as the bigs now for the FiberXers. That will go right back to Barangay Ginebra. Just a poor entry pass from De Los Santos.
Nakita natin yung statistic kanina doon. 4 na turnover for Barangay Ginebra. 2 initially dito sa Converge, but with that turnover prior, tatlo na yun.
Ngayon, 4 seconds to cross,
Yes.
Dom. Kailangan magmadali. Itong Barangay Ginebra, they're struggling with the inbound. And it is stolen by De Los Santos. Another turnover against Barangay Ginebra. Arana rams right into Norbert Torres in what, about 1 minute of live action. 3 fouls between the two big men.
Yep. Hindi sila pwede manggigil. This is where, remember, you hear it all the time from Coach Tim. Never too high, never too low. You want to be engaged. You want to be intense, but not too much. And yun yung nagagawa ng experience din.
Foul will be called against Sean Winston. Masyado daw madikit yung kanyang pagdepensa. At ang problema nila, nasa penalty na. Again, offensive fouls now count against the team fouls. Kaya yung offensive foul ni Baltazar kanina, yung offensive foul din ni Justin Arana help push Converge into the penalty situation. First free throw good for David. Pero yung diskarte dito, Dom, ng Converge, ayaw halos pahawakin ng bola. Itong si RJ Barrientos, even from the inbound.
From the inbound, they're trying to deny him already. And also, they feel mas madaling i-pressure pag si Jason David yung nagdadala ng bola.
2 for 2 for David. 5 points coming off the bench for the 3x3 PBA 3x3 product ng Barangay Ginebra. Down to a 3-point lead now for the FiberXers, 19-16. De Santos directing traffic for the FiberXers. De Santos bibigay kay Manuel. Only 4 to score. Masyadong matagal yung galaw ng bola. Vic Manuel on the move. The runner won't go.
Hinahanap na talaga si Justin Arana sa ilalim and they couldn't get to him. Good defense by Barangay Ginebra.
Still looking for a friend. Rosario hands it off to Abarientos. That's just too much contact between De Los Santos and Abarientos at maagang nagkainitan yung dalawang gwardya. As the referees will review what transpired in that exchange.
Well, they're trying to be very physical dito kay RJ Abarientos. And that's expected. But the question is, was it just physical or were there some extra? Looks like that's probably going to be a regular foul.
Big collision. Binagsakan ba? Parang hindi naman. Sinangka namang umiwas itong si De Los Santos. Didn't appear that there was much after the initial contact.
Yep.
Foul on number 23, JL De Los Santos. Penalty. That is the first foul.
What was it? Just an ordinary foul? Pero
Nothing extra.
Yep, pero yung problema nga doon, penalty na sila.
Yes.
Diba? Doon sa takbo pa lang ni JL De Los Santos, there was no way he was going to avoid a foul.
Gusto niyang unahan at gusto niya itulak. Ayun nga, natulak niya at nabangga niya.
Siyempre, yung aggression, you also need to control it, dial it down a bit when it comes to the end of quarters pag nasa penalty ka lalo.
Plus, it gives Abarientos a chance now to see that ball go into the hoop with those free throws.
Pakumpiyansa para kay RJ as he secures both free throws. Just a 1-point lead now for the FiberXers' final couple of possessions in this first quarter. Stockton against Estil. Humihingi ng bola sa poste itong si Arana pero hindi pa siya mapagbigyan. Stockton, short corner jumper, sweet!
Not much ball movement that time for Converge. Alex Stockton wanted to be able to get that shot of his off that pick and roll.
Estil, hinahanap si Abarientos. Good denial from JL. Estil, siya yung aatake. Foul on JL De Los Santos. Sammy. He felt that Estil was not a strong ball handler. Baka pwedeng nakawan.
But you're already in the penalty, so you want to be able to, kung hindi ka sigurado. But again, you know, it's all only in the first quarter.
First free throw is missed. There's still 2.6 remaining in an eventful first quarter. It will be the final game of the conference for the loser of this matchup. Kaya ganun na lang ang kanilang eagerness to be able to secure the win and move forward to the semifinals. 1 of 2 for Sunny Estil.
Ang mananalo sa larong ito, ang bonus San Miguel. Ang matatalo, ang bonus Boracay. Bakasyon.
That would be the case. Siyempre gusto nilang makalaban. Pareho ang San Miguel Beermen. 21-19, a 2-point lead for the FiberXers. As this is a fight to survive. Barangay Ginebra contra Converge, second quarter coming right up.
You have to take the back flare every time, all right? Let him have Stockton. You get the other guy, okay?
Congratulations sa buong team ng pelikulang Manila's Finest for being the most awarded movie sa 51st Metro Manila Film Festival with a total of 8 wins, including 3rd Best Picture. Para sa napapanahon at makabuluhang kwento nito at sa pagpapakita ng mga Filipino values at kultura sa Manila's Finest din na igawad ang prestihiyosong Gatpuno Antonio J. Villegas Cultural Award. Mapapanood pa rin po ang Manila's Finest, showing pa rin sa mga sinehan nationwide. Coming to you from the Big Dome, this is the do-or-die matchup sa pagitan ng Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel at ng Converge FiberXers. Commissioner Willie Marchand, Arvin Santos, enjoying the action. Good crowd
Yes,
here inside the Big Dome for
Great
just
crowd.
one game. Ito lang po yung laro ngayong araw. As we will...
Para malaman natin kung sino ang 3rd semifinalist.
And tomorrow, we will be back here inside the Big Dome for the 4th semi-finalist. Meralco versus Rainer Shine naman. Ang magiging tapatan. Ganda ng double team kontra kay Vic Manuel. Mananatili ang bola sa kanilang banda. 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock for the FiberXers.
Nakikita mo yung game plan nitong Barangay Ginebra. Pag pinostehan sila, you know, the wing guy, the closest guy is helping, digging. And can't commit or cannot commit as well depending on who it is.
That will be another offensive foul. Masyadong matagal talaga mag-develop yung play. So if you're the ball handler, you do a little something extra para makahanap ka ng tira. And that is resulting to turnovers for the FiberXers.
I'm surprised Juan GDL is not back yet.
Matagal-tagal nakapagpahinga itong si Juan. Exited with about 6 minutes, 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Especially offensively, things are not necessarily moving for Converge.
David, bibigay kay Norbert. Torres hands it off to RJ. Back to Norbert. Torres, extra pass, is still down low, blocked by Alex Stockton. Forward pass to Vic Manuel. Muscleman won't force it. Ibabalik niya kay Stockton. Foul happened before the shot. On the catch. Sa mukha tinamaan ito si Alex Stockton. Ito si Juan Gomez de Leaño finally checks back into the ball game. They did not get a lot of success with MJ Garcia as the point guard. Jel De Los Santos tried his best to defend RJ Barrientos.
Carlo, that game 1 statistic of Juan Gomez de Leaño, he had 9 points. You know, he was 3 of 10 from the field. Pero ang para sa akin, ang dapat ma-improve din niya, he never went to the free throw.
Yeah. Kailangan mas maging agresibo. Ito si Juan Gomez de Leaño. Two quick fouls against Barangay Ginebra in the first minute of the second quarter.
Two of 5 from the three-point area itong Barangay Ginebra in the first quarter.
Rana loses control of the basketball. Binato niya na lang as he thought he was fouled by Japet. Ngayon na abante Barangay Ginebra. Norbert Torres, three-point shot is down. They take the lead, 22-21.
That's big for Barangay Ginebra, especially when Norbert Torres is able to knock down those threes. Kasi kaya naman kinuha itong si Norbert Torres sa Barangay Ginebra is to be able to have that option from that big man.
Calling the pinky play. Aatake si Juan. Kicks it out to Concepcion. Three-point shot. Won't work. Rebound goes to Arana. Mabilis na Yaman as he answers right back. A set of second chance points for Converge.
I like how Juan Gideon, again, is still very cool about things are going. So, nakikita mo talaga yung experience din ni Juan because in his younger years, you'd see him, he'd want to attack every single time he has that basketball.
Archie Concepcion ends up giving up the foul as he take another look at this play from Torres. Hesitated, hinintay pa talaga. But he makes it count. Three-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Kanina, Concepcion, Garcia, De Los Santos, all of them have been on the chest, on the jersey of RJ Abarientos as he sent it over to Miss Eileen.
Gentlemen, in the latest huddle, Coach Tim Cone commended the aggressiveness of the Barangay Ginebra guards, asking them to continuously put pressure. As Coach Tim Cone says, let's make stops and go. Back to you.
Maraming salamat for that report. And now another foul will be against Converge FiberXers. Tatlo na agad yan para sa kanila. Habang dalawa naman para sa Ginebra. We're not even 2 minutes into this second quarter, Dom.
Let's look at these numbers first in the first quarter. Oh, Scotty Thompson. You know, you look at the first quarter numbers that I was talking about. 5 turnovers already for Barangay Ginebra in that first quarter. That's something that, you know, not something that they're not used to. They're a team that really takes care of the basketball.
Jumper from Japet is good. Sasagot si Aguilar as they retake the lead, 24-23. Nakakahanap pa rin ng paraan makapuntos itong Barangay Ginebra kahit nga ayaw pa pwestuhin ng depensa ng Converge si RJ Abarientos. Vic Manuel rarely attempts threes. Won't get it. Now Scotty Thompson skies for the rebound. Japet down low. Oh my goodness! Japet with a jam!
Wow, you like how Barangay Ginebra is making stops and they're running. They're pushing that basketball and trying to get on the fast break.
And this will be a big stop because that will mean momentum will be on the side of Barangay Ginebra. Abarientos looking for an opening elbow jumper, in and out. Rebound for Arana. Takbo naman sa kabilang banda. Juan Gomez de Leaño iniwan pa kay Stockton for the easy basket inside. That will calm things down a little bit for the Converge FiberXers.
Well, if you look at the ball game right now, hindi mo iisipin na sobrang ganda ng laro ng Barangay Ginebra or sobrang sama nitong Converge, and a very close ball game. So for both teams, you know, you're okay with what's happening.
How about this guy, Jason David, 8 points coming off the bench as he stretches their lead to its biggest at 4 points, 29-25. Caralipio, nilabas kay Vic Manuel. Vic goes inside, the familiar one-hander, Ayaw. Vic Manuel gets another crack at it. Pinilit yung tira, Mintes.
And those shots, you know, Vic Manuel would make, you know, previously. Just not able to knock them down today.
David, hindi ipipilit. Norbert, handoff papunta kay RJ. Balik kay Torres, wide open three. It's good! Simple, but effective basketball. Yan ang nilalaro ng Barangay Ginebra. Not forcing things, waiting for the openings. Japet with a two-handed throwdown will start this rally, this surge coming from Barangay Ginebra as they now lead 32-25 off of the three-point shooting of their squad as well. Isa mula kay David, susundan pa yan. Ang isa pa mula dito kay Norbert Torres. They're sharing the basketball. They're looking for the best possible shots and they're making Converge pay. 32-25, 7-point lead for Ginebra.
Offense natin. Foresight, Alex. Delta mo na lang yung offense natin. Nahirapan tayo eh. Here go, ha. Delta tayo. D tayo. Alex, ito ka, ha. Alex. Sige, right away na. Huwag pinangintayin yung oras, ha. D. Screen. Ala na, kawangan. Okay? Labas. Okay, take him. Steal. Short wall ka, lanagan dito. Bakit ikuha niyo mo to? If you have this, Alex, go around. Maglaro ka dito. Go, D, 1. Kayo si David. Empty corners.
They're really well coached. They got some really, good minds over there. Coach Pineda has really proven himself that he knows what he's doing, not just in this league, but in other leagues. They're going to come up, and I think they're young guys are really going to try to come back and really push hard. So, it's going to be a different game. That's basically, we know it's going to be different. It ain't going to be like this tonight, and we're going to have to figure out a way to continue to defend.
High praise coming from Coach Tim Cohn to the head coach and the staff of the Converge FiberXers, who now find themselves down by 7 points. King Caralipio off the spin. Naiangat pa, naisahan yung depensa nitong si Japet Aguilar. How about King Caralipio? Now it's 7 points in the match.
And Carlo, if you listen to that interview with Coach Tim, that's just not giving praise to Converge, but also warning his Barangay Ginebra players.
Yeah. RJ Abarrientos mintis yung unang bitaw mula sa labas. Rebound para kay Justin Baltazar. Back to the starting unit for Converge. Good pass inside. Baltazar forces it up and in. An N1 opportunity for Balti.
I like what Converge is doing here as well. Even with Baltazar with 2 personal fouls, they want him to be able to get his groove going. And he may be young in the league. He's only on his 2nd year. Pero alam naman natin, madami ng experience itong si Justin Baltazar.
Magamamang-mama na yung laro nitong si Balti. Nakapaglaro na rin for Gilas Filipinas in a FIBA tournament. But he misses the bonus free throw, 32-29. 3-point advantage for Barangay Ginebra. RJ Abarrientos one-on-one kontra kay Stockton. They're trying to free up Rosario. Now he gives it up to Scotty. Thompson on the attack. Locates Japet. Jumper. No good. Rebound for Caralipio. Oh, nawala ng espasyo. Parang hindi nakita ni Stockton kung nasa na nga ba yung kanyang mga paa as he will turn it over. Sayang na pagkakataon doon para sa Converge. That's an unforced error.
You can't challenge it?
Nasa labas na talaga.
Yung pinapakita niya pagkatapos ng inurong na niya eh.
Hindi naman Sean Elliott na nakataas yung heel di ba? Dumapo talaga sa linya yung paa nitong si Alex Stockton. Scotty sets it up. Hold. Quick trigger. Good for 3.
That's the 4th 3-point shot ng Barangay Ginebra in this quarter alone.
At sa 6 ang kanilang kalamangan. Baltazar gustong umatake kontra kay Rosario. Balti looking for a friend. Finally locates Caralipio. King Caralipio umatake. Caralipio inabuta ni Japet. Sabi niya, naisahan mo na ako kanina. Huwag ka nang umulit. Still an opportunity though for Converge. 2.6 remaining as he see that block one more time. Ngayon, Baltazar bibitaw mula sa labas. No good. Rebound. Will fall out of bounds in favor of Barangay Ginebra. But Dom, in these situations, when the run is with Barangay Ginebra, you need someone to calm things down, someone to lead the attack. Sino kaya magiging player na yan para sa Converge? This goes up and in some way, somehow for Scotty Thompson as we send it back to Eileen.
With Barangay Ginebra surpassing Converge, Coach Carl Santos emphasized the defensive adjustments needed in their latest huddle. Ika nga niya, we have been prioritizing defending the paint, but right now we have to rotate and cover the outside shots since they have been falling for Barangay Ginebra as well. Thank you.
Ralph Koo entering the ball game for the first time. Biglang liliit ngayon itong lineup ng Barangay Ginebra, but we know Ralph Koo can stretch the floor as well. He made a couple of threes.
One GDL. You'd say limited minutes, right? Hasn't had too many touches. Meaning he's had the touches, but he's actually giving up that basketball. Want to see him a little bit more aggressive, trying to get to that basket.
Miscommunication defensively for Barangay Ginebra. One more chance to score for the FiberXers. Baltazar. Sinusukat yung depensa nitong si Troy Rosario. Zone defense all of a sudden. Not the kind of attack you'd want to see for Converge.
You could see, you see once he always likes to use those ball screens. And it's giving them some opportunities. But you'll see when Juan is not inside, the flow of the offense is not necessarily the same. Especially pag hindi sila nakakapunta dun sa poste. Because pupunta sila at pupunta kay Justin Aran at kay Justin Baltazar pag nandyan sila sa loob.
Sean Winston, siya naman ang aatake dito. Bibigay kay Baltazar. Balti sa ilalim. Tight pass. Recovered by Caralipio. He misses though. Labanan sa rebound. Sinong mananaig? Barangay Ginebra ba? Nagkabuhulan. Ipipito ang foul kontra kay Egilos.
But look at how intense all the players are, diba? Walang makakuha ng possession. Everybody was fighting for that basketball. And finally, mababalik dito sa Barangay Ginebra because of that foul.
No Stockton. No Gomez de Leaño on the floor para dito sa Converge FiberXers. As Ralph Koo gives it up to Holt. Abarrientos kontra kay Garcia. They hand it off. Mabilis na pasa papunta kay Koo. Good fake coming from Stephen Holt, who misses the three-point shot. Ralph Koo, put back, wala pa rin. Nagmamadali ang Converge. Gustong makapuntos habang hindi pa nakaset up yung depensa ng Barangay Ginebra. Caralipio ibibigay kay Deshaun Winston. 10 on the shot clock for the FiberXers. Deshaun wiggles free. The pull-up jumper is good. Tinamaan sa mukha itong si Abarrientos. He stopped playing. Kaya nakakita ng puwang si Deshaun Winston.
Well, they didn't want him to go to his strong side, to the right side, pero natamaan siya. And like you said, he stopped playing.
Ralph Koo mintis yung kanyang unang bitaw, but he will recover the loose ball for a fresh opportunity. Cross-court pass papunta kay Ralph Koo. Picks up his dribble. Scotty inside. Thompson. Fouled by Jamo.
Second personal on him.
The flow of the offense, kung sino yung may mismatch. Sino yung may pinakamagandang pagkakataon makapuntos, doon napupunta yung bola para sa Barangay Ginebra.
And important yun na ma-recognize mo agad because there will be times defensively that there's a switch when you recover and you need to be able to identify that when you're inside.
Barrientos heads to their bench. Papasok naman itong si Jason David, who was explosive with his scoring. With 8 points in the matchup. Larry Muyang babalik. Papalitan si Egilos. .316 remaining. Dalawang mintis na free throw. Para dito kay Scotty Thompson. Sayang na pagkakataon as Converge can inch closer. Dealing with this 6-point deficit. They're trying to free up Deshaun Winston, but he's against a really good defender in Stephen Holt. Nanakawan pa itong si Baltazar. And Ginebra is on the push. Ralph Koo. Wanted to go to Troy pero ilalabas niya muna kay Scotty. Good idea, good decision. Scotty will create the play now. Ralph Koo, ayaw pang tumira sa labas. Dadalik sa loob. He draws another foul. 2 more free throws for Ginebra.
Carlo, balikan lang natin yung depensa kanina pinapakita ng Barangay Ginebra. Every time you look at Baltasar, when he puts that basketball on the floor, there are guys helping out and trying to make him commit that turnover.
Headed into this timeout. 2 free throws coming up for Ralph Koo after this break. 37-31. 6-point lead in Ginebra. Converge FiberXers banking on an able unit. Alam naman natin, paparating na. Pag nahinog ng sabay-sabay, this will mean championships won for the Converge FiberXers. The Delta Force 5, their starters, their outstanding player off the bench as well. Kanya-kanyang paraan ng pagtulong para dito sa Converge. That's why they were able to finish in the top 4 and get a twice-to-beat advantage here in the quarterfinals against Ginebra.
Matter of time, right? Yun ang pinag-uusapan. Tingnan mo naman, Gomez de Leon, Arana rather, Stockton, Baltasar, and Winston. The points that they produced in game number 1, obviously, Juan GDL and Arana need to step up their ball game because hindi yan yung usual averages nila. And especially Juan Gomez de Leon is assists, him being able to set up those plays, and his teammates. He's been able to give those passes, but yung mga teammates need to be able to convert.
Kaya napako sa isang assist lamang. Ito si Juan Gomez de Leon as Ralph Koo converts on his first free throw. Norbert Torres, good contributions in this ball game as well. Yung mga hinuhugot ni Coach Dick, able to chip in.
And they've limited Converge to just 10 points so far in this quarter.
7-point advantage for Barangay Ginebra, 38-31. Garcia, Arana, Muyang, Concepcion, at Winston ang 5 ni Coach Delta Pineda. Archie, top of the key. Hihingi ng screen mula kay Arana. Concepcion with a step through, one-hander. Gets a drop. Good answer back mula kay Concepcion.
I like how he took that, close to the basket. Yun yung kinakailangan. They need to be able to get some other points aside from the big men.
Walang natural 4 for Barangay Ginebra, so they will be the speedier unit. 3-point shot for Koo, won't go. Rebound, matatapik pa ni Scotty, papunta kay Norbert Torres. Reset ng play dito ang Barangay Ginebra. Humihingi ng bola sa poste si Scotty dahil Garcia lang yung bantay. 5 seconds. To Norbert Torres, 3-point shot, won't work this time. Larry Muyang, kinalawit na yung rebound. Tatakbo itong si Concepcion, and he will finish in traffic.
Well, he's been working hard. That's 4 points for him in this quarter.
Sentro pa yung bumangga sa kanya doon, pero kinaya pa rin. Pumuntos nitong si Archie Concepcion. Takes him a bit of time to pick himself up. But now he's gearing up for the bonus free throw. These are crucial points that he's providing para hindi masyadong lumaki yung abante nitong Barangay Ginebra.
Lalo na Carlo, 10 points pa lang yung pinuntos ng Converge bago din sa 4 points na. Make that, I was gonna say make that 5, but his 4 points have definitely been big.
Thompson looking for something quick pero nabitawan itong si Stephen Holt yung pasa.
Converge getting lucky there.
Now they can inch closer or even tie the ball game as they're only down by 3 points, 38-35. Arana aatake. He goes baseline, natapikan ng bola. It will go out of bounds, but still in their favor.
And they know Arana and Baltasar like to dribble towards the basket. They'll take 2, 3, 4 dribbles to the basket, and that gives time for the other defenders to help out.
Winston off the handoff. Hinahanap si Garcia ngayon. Aatake, binalik kay Deshawn. 3 to score. He made one from that same angle in the last game na inangat pa dun sa backboard dome.
And that you give Shawnee Winston right now 6 points in the ball game. Key for Shawnee Winston and Concepcion to be able to score. Alam mo, if you're able to tie this game or get a 1-point lead, that's mission accomplished if you're Converge.
Pero ito yung problema nila dun sa first quarter din kanina. Not being aware of the situation, committing fouls habang nasa penalty na sila again. This impossible angle mula dito kay Deshawn Winston.
Yan yung mga patay yung butagi angle eh. At mas mahirap yung angle na yun kaysa dun sa kabila.
Tinaasan talaga yung tira para hindi tumama sa board. A miss from the free throw line.
And Carlo, free throws, right? They gave up 10 free throws in the first quarter. Luckily for Converge, 50% lang yung free throw shooting ng Barangay Ginebra in that first quarter.
Second free throw is good for David. Enough for a 2-point Barangay Ginebra lead. Less than a minute remaining in the first half. Garcia kontra kay Scotty. Gustong pumoste nitong si Arana. Finally gets a touch that they expect it. But they throw it to the other side. 3-point shot is gone for Concepcion and they take the lead.
At nalibre si Concepcion dahil kumat itong si Muyang. Drew the defenders towards him. Wide open 3-point shot for Concepcion.
Turning things around with that massive run as Converge. Now they're playing pressure on the defensive side. Thompson. Bibigay kay Rafco. The counter 3. Rims out. Rebound for Arana. Now, still enough time to score the final basket of this first half para sa Converge FiberXers. Winston. Siya na ang didiskarte dito. Deshawn off the crossover. Concepcion kailangan bumitaw from way downtown. Won't work. And that will be the end of our second quarter of action. But what a performance here in the dying minutes mula kay Archie Concepcion. Almost single-handedly turning this ball game around for Converge. Samantala, this Babad Player of the Half is brought to you by Devan. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devan. Much better numbers though for Justin Arana as he was able to stay away from any sort of foul trouble.
And that's why 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists para dito kay Justin Arana in 18 minutes of action. You like how he's trying to change it up, getting offensive rebounds, and I feel yan ang key. Pagsabay sila ni Justin Baltasar, go for those rebounds.
But the big story here is the Converge FiberXers, after losing momentum, will be able to gain it back just before the end of our second quarter. Concepcion leading the charge as Converge will take a 1-point lead, 40-39, heading into our halftime break.
Smart Araneta Coliseum for the 50th season of the PBA Philippine Cup. This is the do-or-die quarterfinals sa pagitan ng Converge FiberXers at ng Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. At the half, the score is 40-39 in favor of Converge. At babalikan natin ang mga nangyari. Nagpaulan ng 3 ang Converge at tinakbuhan nila ang Converge. But Converge was able to shift momentum back towards them with good effort on both ends of the floor. Kaya naman mamaya susubaybayan natin kung sino nga ba ang magwawagi at magpapatuloy sa ating semi-finals. Pero kung gusto nyo nga makita ang inyong mga PBA idols, bukas na nga ang ating voting para sa PBA 50 All-Star in Candon City. Vote now. You can scan the QR code or visit www.pba.ph/All-Star. Voting period is until January 18, 2026. At pwede kayong bumoto ng 5 mula sa North, 5 mula sa South, 12 rookies and sophomores, and 12 juniors. Kaya naman talagang abangan natin ang ating PBA 50 na mangyayari sa ating quarterfinals. Isa na namang do or die sa pagitan ng Merako Bolts at ng Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Dito pa rin yan sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. So kita-kits tayo mga ka-PBA. At syempre kahapon rin nangyari na ang awarding ng MMFF. So we want to actually congratulate the whole team ng pelikulang Manila's Finest for being the most awarded movie sa 51st Metro Manila Film Festival with a total of 8 wins, including 3rd Best Picture. Para sa napapanahon at makabuluhang kwento nito at pagpapakita ng mga Filipino values at kultura sa Manila's Finest din na igawad ang prestihiyosong Gatuno Antonio J. Villegas Cultural Award. Mapapanood ang Manila's Finest showing pa rin sa mga sinehan nationwide.
Young member, ang biktima, malaking gulo ito.
Akala ko ba under control niyo na yung mga gang?
Sputnik ang nagsimula ng gulo. Kayo rin natatapos nito. Wala nang susunod na mamamatay. Kuha mo.
Bata pa lang ako. Ito na yung gusto. Maging polis. Baho pala, ano? Hindi lang pala sa labas may kalaban.
Ito lang kayo. Kami, nandito. Kahit anumang malaman ninyo, hindi nyo maiintindihan.
Hanggang saan nyo ba kaya dalhin to? Kung wala namang pupuntahan, baka pa tayo magmamatigas, diba?
Isipin mo mga kaibigan mo, lalo na ang pamilya mo.
Si Cecil, classmate ko.
Boyfriend mo na?
Hindi ho. Hindi pa.
Tayo mga pulis, araw-araw natin nakikita ang kalat, gulo, kasalanan ng mundo. Kung gusto nating magbago ang Maynila, kailangan manggaling sa atin ang pagbabago.
Pag-isipan nyo kung parapat dapat pa rin kayong tawaging finest.
It's hope. Yung paniniwala nila na maganda pa rin ang mundo at may gaganda pa.
Pero siyempre, ayaw mong maging rush niya, baka kailangan niya.
Parating na yung playoffs, eh, no? Jericho Cruz nagmamano kay Dr. J. As Henning gets the basket.
Tumatanda tayo.
Oh, take it away! Anticipated yun! RJ the foul and the basket! He could tie it up with the free throw!
Just great anticipation by RJ Abarientos off that pass.
Rain or Shine got careless though sa play na yun.
Oh, wow. Mamuya just taking over here in the fourth quarter. And I like this. After making that shot, his teammates are cheering him on.
Does he miss it here? No, he's going to miss the second one.
Going to be looking for that 4-point shot.
Policarpio wants to be a hero. And it looks like he will be the hero.
That's what he was looking for, my friend. I think we're going to be staying over an extra 5 minutes here. Teka lang, tingnan natin kung makikita natin yung orasan.
That should count.
Oo.
That should definitely count.
Oh my goodness. Lots of time to spare, my friend.
Stephen holding the layup, too strong. Troy can't put it in. Ball on the floor. Chapin, Scotty for three. That's the lead for Ginebra. And Raider Shine will have 7.4 to try to win it.
Wow, that's just wild and woolly basketball.
And sometimes those kinds of broken plays, that's what wins games.
Wins games, and it forces the players to just react.
tayo sa quarterfinals ng PBA 50 Philippine Cup. RJ with the icing on the cake. This will do it. Barangay Ginebra will live to fight another game.
We know that Ginebra, when the chips are down and everything matters, they're just a better team.
48 minutes of hell ang ine-expect natin. One last game para malaman sino ang uusad sa semis. First time they go to Shawnee Winston. Shawnee off the hezzy. Sa likod ng board na yun! Baltasar got the draw! Bastos jam! To the hook. Dilo Jumpin with the jam! Barrientos by free. Again!
At the half, it is a slim 40-39 advantage for the Converge FiberXers in this do-or-die battle kontra sa Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. We thank you for keeping it locked in on RPTV and on the One Sports YouTube page. Carlo Pamintuan, Dominic Uy on the call, and Dom. We thought that Barangay Ginebra already wrested control in that second quarter, but a big turnaround for Converge pushes them ahead.
Well, the last few minutes, nagising bigla itong Converge, getting points from their bench and making, good plays that we felt was not happening in the first, 16, 17 minutes of the ball game. You look at Converge, itong three-point field goal shooting nila, it's been Barangay Ginebra, 6 of 16. And guys like Norbert Torres knocking those two in the second quarter. Free throws, ito yung gusto ko i-point out. Barangay Ginebra has been given a lot of free throws, but they haven't been making their free throws. They've been moving that basketball well. Nakita nga natin yun na nakako ng slam dunk itong si Japet Aguilar, and open threes ang iba sa kanila. But Converge doing a good job of getting points in the paint. 20 or half of their points coming from points in the paint. That's really their strength. They need to be able to do that. In free throws, another reason why I pointed it out, because Juan Gomez de Leano has only held the ball twice, has only taken 2 shots, has 1 assist, but hasn't gone to the free throw line and hasn't been as aggressive as I thought he would be.
Concepcion, Arana, Caralipio, tig-7 para sa Converge. Samantala sa kabila naman, their leading scorer is actually Jason David with 9, backed up by Japet Aguilar with 8. Norbert Torres, a couple of threes with 6 points. Pero yung malinaw dito, a huge part of the game plan, Dom, nitong Converge FiberXers ay wag halos pahawakin ng bola. Itong si RJ Abarientos, the player that almost single-handedly defeated them in that fourth quarter. A non-factor in terms of their offense. Only 2 shot attempts, only 2 points. Free throws coming from RJ Abarientos in that first half.
Every time he gets that basketball, dinodouble agad siya, forcing him to give up that basketball. And good thing for them. The other guys, the guys from the bench, are able to help out itong Barangay Ginebra. So let's see, what adjustments will be done here in the third and the fourth quarter for both teams.
Sila yung pinagtuunan natin ng pansin kanina, no? The matchup between Gomez de Leano and RJ Abarientos. But as of this moment, only 3 points for Juan, only 2 points for RJ. But the difference is Juan will start this third quarter alongside Stockton, King Caralipio, Justin Baltazar, and Justin Arana. Samantala, gagaling pa rin sa bench itong si RJ Abarientos for Barangay Ginebra, as they have the exact same starting unit as in the first quarter. Stockton kicks it out to Juan. The 4-point shot won't work for Gomez de Leano.
Carlo, you know what we haven't seen? Diba, off the first ball screen, Juan gives it up. Walang second ball screen that comes. Let's see if that's something that they can do.
Tapos hindi pa niya natoturn yung corner.
Yes.
No? Hindi pa na-atake yung ball screen defense nitong Barangay Ginebra. Quick shot mula kay Holt. Hindi papasok, but Juan is quicker to the loose ball. Forward pass to Alex Stockton. Hindi niya nasalo ng malinis. Arana, one-hander, no! Walang tinamaan doon. Yung tira mo lang kay Justice. Mabilis na atake naman. And then the kick to the corner. Rosario misses on the 3-point shot. Good look though. Just could not deliver. Counter fast break attack. One-hander. Ayaw pa rin para kay Juan Gomez de Leano. The ball bounces off the foot of Troy Rosario. It will stay on the side of the FiberXers.
Another point of attack para dito kay Gomez de Leano is, off that miss of Barangay Ginebra or off their stop, you push that basketball, get on the fast break.
10 seconds remaining of the shot clock for the FiberXers. Stockton trying to get himself going. Pinilit sa ilalim. Extra pass. Arana, the quick shot is good off the back.
good look by Stockton, finding Arana still there, getting that 2 points.
Patuloy yung pag-asa nitong Converge in their inside scoring to stay ahead in this ball game, up by 3 points, 42-39. Rosario kicks it out to Aguilar. The jumper rattles home.
Just love how yung game ni Japet has evolved. That he's just waiting, right, for the specific shots, those jumpers, those easier baskets that he has been knocking down, you know, in the latter part of his career.
Caralipio attacks, turns the corner, and now he is their leading scorer of this ball game with 9.
If you're Barangay Ginebra, you know that's the game plan. You want the others to beat you. You want the others to try and step up.
Japet is down. Mukhang nakapitan itong si King Caralipio.
Mukhang na tuhod sa tuhod itong si Japet Aguilar.
First team foul for the Converge FiberXers.
Again, these are some of the fouls na pwede mong iwasan if you're Converge.
Paminsan kasi pag ikaw yung screen, kakapit ka dun sa bewang ng screener para mas mabilis kang makaikot. At that time, a foul will be called against Caralipio. Almost a takeaway for Stockton. And he is very good, Dom, at playing the passing lane, so you can't be too careless. 10 segundo sa shot clock. Titira na si Scotty. Ayaw. Almost a put-back dunk mula dito kay Troy Rosario, but that will be another stop for Converge. Juan Gomez de Leano. What a pass to Baltasar inside.
Push that basketball, get opportunities on the fast break. Even if Gomez de Leano did not score that point, he was able to give up that assist and the easy 2 points.
2.5 into this third quarter. Tatawag na ng full timeout si Coach Tim Cone as he is sensing that a big run might be coming up for the Converge FiberXers. They're now up by 5, 46-41, heading into this quick break.
We're just jogging back and forth, fellas, all right? We can't play tired at this point. We really can't play tired. And that's what we look like, our energy than we are. Their bigs are running harder than us. They're going to the boards harder than us. Guards are getting out. We're late getting out. We're not getting back. All right? Need to move harder on the offensive
With 9
side.
minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter, Converge leads 46-41. Now, losing the rebounding battle was the point of emphasis in the Barangay Ginebra halftime huddle. Apart from this, Coach Richard Del Rosario also did not like how there were too many penetrations in the paint. As he put it, we have been scoring as we should, but our defensive lapses have been offsetting it. So since every point counts in the playoffs, ang huling bilin niya is to make sure you make those free throws. Now, minimal adjustments for Converge on the other hand, as Coach Carl Santos just wants the FiberXers to rotate more with their bigs to defend Ginebra's perimeter shooting better. They also have to be smarter when fouling, and for those asking about Juan Gomez de Leano, they are just putting him in the court based on the matchup on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you so much for that report, Eileen. Immediately after the timeout, they find an opening as Jeremiah Gray converts from downtown to cut their deficit to just 2 points, 46-44. Juan Gomez de Leano with the pocket pass. The extra pass to the corner. 3-point shot as a counter won't work. Rebound battle will be won by Caralipio. Extra possession for the FiberXers. Oh, nanakawan ito si Scotty Thompson. Harap-harapan si Juan Gomez de Leano, but a counter steal effort. Mauubusan lang ng espasyo dun sa baseline ito si Juan.
And you like how yung reaction lang ni Juan. You know, even if he na-stealan siya doon, did not give up, did not panic, did not just end up fouling, but try to get back that possession.
Aguilar handoff papunta kay Scotty. Thompson nakiraan sa gitna. Top hook won't work. Troy Rosario will give them another chance to score. Japet faces up, fakes. The foul will be called against Justin Arana. Not in the act of shooting. And again, good job of staying away from foul troubles for Justin Arana. Only his second personal foul here in this match. Stephen Holt against Stockton. Holt, ibibigay kay Rosario. Free throw, jumper, no good. Rebound picked up by Baltazar. Balti, papara, ibibigay kay Juan. Gomez de Liano asking for a screen. Baltazar provides. Pocket pass, jumper. In and out for Balti.
They're still making Juan just give up that basketball.
Rosario measuring up the defense of Baltazar. The vet moving against the youngster. Kick out pass to Scotty for three. That's good.
You got to credit Troy Rosario for that shot as well because he got deep into that defense of Converge to free up Scotty.
Balik ang kalamangan dito sa Barangay Ginebra, 47-46. Juan attacking towards the left, snatch back, three-point shot. Ooh, what a shot coming from Juan.
And that's what you want to see if you're Converge. You want to see him more aggressive, trying to look for a shot a little bit more.
Tapos tumupi itong si Alex Stockton. We'll see what exactly transpired. The referee is already calling for a review. Dahil may nagkakiskisan pagkatapos pumasok yung tres nitong si Juan Gomez de Liano. It was away from play. Holt. Nagkabuhol initially as we check out the shot.
And there's that push.
Yeah.
That's a clear push.
And when it comes to these things, Don, it's often the retaliation that is seen by the referees. There was a box out attempt mula kay Alex Stockton.
At alam din ni Alex Stockton na kailangan niyang i-emphasize yung nangyari.
Yeah, all part of the game. As bonus free throw, well, the technical free throw was converted. Now a three-point lead for Converge, 50-47. RJ Abarientos will check in at the next opportunity para sa Barangay Ginebra. Scotty kicks it to Jeremiah. Gray back to Thompson. 9 to work with for Barangay Ginebra. Thompson, a finger roll is caught off the bank.
You'll notice also Scotty Thompson a lot more aggressive here in the third quarter.
Looking for his own shot now is Scotty as he trims their deficit down to a single point.
That's yung sinasabi natin. Game number 1, yung leadership niya na dinala niya. And you know, that's something that they need here again in this game.
Check won't work out for Juan Gomez de Liano. They front itong si Japet, kaya magsiset up na muna ng play itong Barangay Ginebra. Rosario versus Arana. Sa poste tayo ngayon. Rosario, one-hander is gone. He takes the lead for Barangay Ginebra.
They were very patient that time with Troy Rosario. Just trying to get him one-on-one, give him enough space to be able to get that 2 points.
Only 4 points in the ball game for Troy Rosario. Now they're looking for a counter-attack. Si Justin naman ang poposte kontra kay Japet. The kick-out pass. One three-point shot short. As Rosario chases down the loose ball. 3 possessions all ending up with a Juan Gomez de Liano three-point attempt. Meanwhile, Scotty Thompson misses. Rebound picked up by Caralipio. Tatakbo ang Converge FiberXers. Stockton with a pass to Arana. Escapes the defense of Japet Aguilar.
I like that evolution of his game as well. Na before, dire-diretso siya. Di ba? Now, umiiwas na siya dun sa defender para hindi matawagan ng offensive foul.
Baltazar. Nagkakakiskisan sina Balti at Rosario.
Oh, what happened there?
I think there were a lot of
connections,
of contacts.
Prior to the call. So kaya right away, di ba, tumawag yung referee at right away challenge.
Maraming mas mabigat na bangga before the last collision between Baltazar and Troy Rosario. Pero ngayon may head coach challenge kasi syempre gusto mo rin protektahan yung foul situation nitong si Balti.
Because kung matatawagan ng foul itong si Baltazar, that's gonna be number 3.
In that one play, we saw Baltazar extending his hip para banggain si Troy. We saw Troy trying to initiate contact with the arm, with the elbow.
Alam naman natin, yung dalawang manlalarong yan, there will be contact when they're down low.
Absolutely.
Right? There will be contact. The question is, was it enough for a foul to be called? On both ends, right?
Pero yung dulo na nga yung tinawag. And for Baltazar, wala naman siyang ginawa at that point.
At yun yung kinokontest ng Converge. Dahil pakiramdam nila, nung tumawag ng foul, hindi dapat. Or wala na silang nakita. Taantayin natin ano ang magiging resulta nitong review natin. And for the referees, will be able to have a chance to explain.
Yeah.
After the review, there's no illegal contact on Baltazar against Rosario. Therefore, the challenge made by the Converge was successful.
Successful challenge. Again, this could have been a foul, right? I mean, it could have been. Yung ganti rin from Troy, could also been a foul. Pero dun sa dulo, dito tumawag yung referee. So it was challenged by Coach Delta and it was proven to be successful.
Ang hinihingi naman ng Converge flapping dub.
I don't think you can call it after the fact, right? Hindi na pwedeng ihabol pa yan. Tsaka nahulog din naman si Troy talaga. So 52-51 after all of that. It's just possession for the for Barangay Ginebra rather. Thompson. Sinusukat yung depensa. Itong si Deshaun Winston met by the double team. He splits it at mauubusan ng oras. Great timing on that double team.
And that's a big call, right? That Converge was able to get back. Hindi natawagan ng third personal foul itong si Baltazar. And, you know, it now also puts a little bit more pressure on Barangay Ginebra.
Garcia in the ball game now, replacing itong si Juan Gomez de Liaño. Concepcion had a big second quarter. Archie elbow jumper is good. Mainit pa rin itong si Concepcion.
Well, that confidence is right there. And, you know, you want to give him that basketball because meron namang siyang skill to do that.
9 points in the ball game, coming off the bench. Siya naman yung tatao ngayon as they switch it against BRGY Barrientos. Again, forcing him to pass off. Norbert Torres on the attack. Norbert, the layup, no good. Tip in. Second try is good for Troy Rosario.
Could be a delay of ball.
Should be, yep. Kasi ano Kenyon Martin. Yung ginawa.
Pero nakita mo ilang beses tumalon dun si Troy Rosario. Kasing taas pa rin yung talon niya.
Volleyball player kasi yan initially in his career. Kaya mabilis at mataas yung quality ng second jump. Samantala, FC Garcia.
May third jump. Kahit pa fourth pa, kaya pa siguro eh.
Poposte na itong si Arana. The sweeping hook won't work as he was fouled.
Third personal on Torres. And they like going to that matchup. Kung sino man yung binabantayan ni Norbert Torres, whether it's Baltazar or Arana, pupuntahan nila yon dun sa poste.
Sulitin yung pagkakataon na wala si Japet sa sahig para dito. Sa Barangay Ginebra, Converge still trying to push their advantage in terms of inside points. A number that they have dominated in this game. Four minutes, 14 seconds left.
Well, you look at points in the paint. Converge is #1 in the league, averaging 53.5 points a ball game.
Also also the #1 assist team in the league. Kaya marami yung drop
Pero 1 and 2
passes.
sila.
Yep. Drive and dish. Scotty beats his first defender and secures a bucket against Justin Arana.
Sometimes you're just amazed on the shots that Scotty Thompson makes.
Again, a little more aggressive, looking for his own shot here in the third quarter. 11 points for Scotty.
Kung dati nabibilip ka lang dun sa mga rebound niya, ngayon yung degree of difficulty ng mga tira niya just gets more and more difficult.
Oh, that could have been a backcourt violation. It is play on, almost a traveling violation as well. Kahit ano pang nangyari, the important thing for Barangay Ginebra is that they will get the stop in that possession.
That, and it was the coaches that were complaining. The players did not stop playing defense. That's the focus that you need.
(56-55) in this tight matchup. 3.5 left in your third quarter. Thompson, ginamit yung screen itong si Troy. Nagkabuhol, double foul ang itatawag sa pagitan ni na Troy at Deshaun. Good call, just to make everything calm down.
Tama naman.
That will be 11 seconds on the shot clock. Itong Barangay Ginebra. Scotty goes baseline. The pass won't connect. As the ball is last touched by Baltazar.
Scotty Thompson just never gives up on the play. Baltazar felt like he got fouled.
Referee saying not enough contact. Samantala, Norbert Torres, handoff papunta dito kay RJ. 1 second to score, mauubusan na ng oras itong Barangay Ginebra. So after all that, they will not get a clean look at the bucket.
Just such a hard worker. I still remember that video yung kay Scotty Thompson. Yung parang tulog na siya pero ginagawa pa rin niya yung ankle exercises niya.
Oh, a steal here for the bid. They don't have the numbers, so hindi niya ipipilit. Cross-court pass to Abarrientos. RJ back to David. Good adjustment on defense coming from Converge. As now they will set up. They will go back to Thompson. Nilabas kay RJ. Three-point shot is gone!
Just waiting for the right time.
And then they get a stop, a turnover from Converge. Tatakbo ang Ginebra. David collides with Larry Muyang, and he will take 2.
Para siyang bumangga sa pader doon. Larry Muyang giving up that foul. But you like what Barangay Ginebra has done. They did not panic, showing their poise. In this play, that assist of Scotty Thompson leaving RJ Abarrientos wide open for that 3.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. First field goal of the match for RJ Abarrientos pushes Ginebra ahead, 58-56, heading into this timeout.
Dari, wina-wipe out na nila yung screen ha. First case, switch na natin, help na lang tayo, kakak tayo.
Ano usapan? Wala same play ha. Nakin transition natin. That's what. MJ, kailangan natin push. Okay, Delta. Alec, I want you on the ball. Okay, Delta, go set the screen. Okay, get it.
I remember the first half earlier, Coach Tim went to me. He said like, I'm not looking for my shot and I'm not aggressive. So yun yung siguro tinatak ko sa utak ko, and then I keep reminding myself na hindi pwedeng hindi ako gumalaw or hindi ako makapag-contribute sa team kasi kami lang naman ang inaasahan dito. So I'm very happy and thankful sa mga coaches just to keep reminding kami na para maglaro na maayos.
All game long, bantay sarado ng Converge FiberXers itong si RJ Abarientos, but that scramble messed up their rotation. Nabigyan ng pagkakataong bumukas ang depensa kontra kay RJ, and he made them pay with his first 3-point shot of the matchup.
Oh, credit that shot as well dito kay Scotty Thompson. Scotty Thompson with 7 points in this quarter and 7 assists already.
We send it to Eileen.
Gentlemen, before their last game, RJ Abarientos was shooting at 38% from the field. And according to Coach Richard Del Rosario, the percentages don't really matter as long as open looks ang nakukuha niya within the system. Kaya naman ngayon na mas napaganda pa ang efficiency ni RJ, Coach Chard says that it's because he was able to read the situation well. They are anticipating that he will be marked today. So ang gusto lang ni Coach Richard is for him to stick to the flow of the game and not get distracted in forcing his shots if it's not there. Sa inyo.
Thank you so much for that report, Eileen. Samantala, Stockton ilalabas kay Muyang. He can hit it from there. Malakas yung 3-point attempt. Oh, ganda naman ng rebound mula dito kay Scotty. He keeps his dribble alive to complete the stop for Ginebra.
Getting his 3rd rebound of the ball game.
Thompson is leadership. Ramdam mo dito sa 3rd quarter. Using the screen coming from Troy. Aatake. Iniwan kay Troy. Pass a little bit behind. As that ball bounces off of Concepcion's foot, it will stay with Barangay Ginebra, but with only 4.3 remaining on the shot clock.
Seems like Scotty Thompson has shifted into a different gear here in the 3rd quarter. Look at him get up for this basketball.
Thompson with the quick inbound. Abarientos comes up short. Rebound to Troy Rosario, and then the foul called against Garcia. That will put them into the penalty situation. Parehong koponan, magbabalasan ng tao as JL De Los Santos checks in. Ralph Wu will re-enter this ball game para bigyan ng konting pahinga si Scotty. In the final minute, 40 of this 3rd quarter. Abarientos on the fake, misses. Justin Arana with a big boy rebound.
Isn't everything that he does big boy?
Sure. A bit short mula dito kay Alex Stockton. As Troy Rosario will complete the stop for Ginebra. Ayan, nasa penalty na po ang Converge, so they can't be too sticky with their defense. Ralph Gu wide open for 3. It's gone!
At yun na yung sinabi kanina di ba? Yung mga 3-point shots nitong Barangay Ginebra, they need to be able to close out, and Muyang not able to close out on Ralph Gu that time.
These are system shots well within the flow of the offense for Barangay Ginebra. 10-0 run for Ginebra. They need a bucket. Talking about Converge. Good pass. Stockton provides for the Converge FiberXers, but they're down 1 defender. This is a 5-on-4. Pagkakataon para sa Barangay Ginebra. They locate Jason David. Goes on the drive. Off the bank and in.
Jason David now with 13 points in the ballgame. And again, yung calmness nung time yun. Kasi pwede mong madaliin yun dahil wala yung defender.
But now it's a bump coming from Alex Stockton. So yung ginawa sa kanya kanina nitong si Stephen Holt, siya naman yung nahuli.
And these are the things that Stockton will need to learn. Yung control of the emotions, because he's such an integral part of Converge. You don't want to be giving up these types of fouls.
And you have to call it the exact same way for the exact same play. Natawagan ng technical kanina si Stephen Holt for the same move. Si Alex Stockton naman. Ang matatawagan ngayon na technical free throw will be for RJ Abarientos. Stephen Holt comes in for Troy Rosario. Final possession of this 3rd quarter, 19.5 seconds remaining. with the Converge FiberXers in penalty. Can settle for the final shot of this third period. Pwede pang dagdagan itong 6 na puntos na kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra. Screen provided by Ralph Cook. Crossover mula kay Abarientos. Showtime!
Just incomplete control of that situation. RJ Abarientos, that skill level, pinakita niya kung gaano siya kagaling one-on-one. It's so difficult to stop him one-on-one. Kahit may tulong pa, that's why you need to be able to know where he is. Once he turned that one, that was it. With that help defense, even if it was Arana, still 2 points for RJ Abarientos.
Filthy fake pass. Sinausaw pa nitong si RJ Abarientos. As he extends their lead to 8 points, he blows a kiss to the crowd, 68-60 at the end of the third quarter. The fourth and final period coming right up.
First offense is go forward side, okay? Go forward side, get that screen. Hit nitong flare, hit nitong flare, okay? Then set a good screen dito, okay? Go for that. Pag wala, mag-convert tayo right here, okay? Mag-convert tayo dito, pero nahihit naman natin to, let's go to this, okay?
Ang kwento nitong laban na to, the do-or-die matchup between Converge and Ginebra. The inside scoring dominated by Purple Nation 30-18 because of their slashers, because of their bigs. Pero yung matchup din ni Justin Arana at Japet Aguilar, nananatiling matindi ang bakbakan. Double-double for Justin Arana, 13 points, 10 boards, 10 points and 5 rebounds on the other side. For Japet, yung maganda naman for Barangay Ginebra, nakakatulong din yung kanilang second unit, getting contributions from the likes of Jason David, from Norbert Torres, from Ralph Ku. Tulong-tulong ang second unit as they have dominated that facet of this ballgame by 15 points kontra sa bench naman ng Converge FiberXers, and that is why we will start the fourth and final period for one of these two teams. The final quarter of their Philippine Cup, 68-60, an 8-point lead for Barangay Ginebra.
Parang lahat ng tira ni Abarientos highlight din.
Worth the price of admission. Itong si RJ Abarientos, the pass to David. Kaso tumapak na dun sa baseline, kaya turnover yan sa pagsisimula ng final quarter against Ginebra. Dom, the thing about Converge is that they've already shown us the ability to come back from a deficit. Napakita na nila yan throughout this conference and even in this game. Mabilis nilang nabura yung abante kanina in the second quarter. Itong Barangay Ginebra, they can definitely do it again.
Well, now they've brought in Juan GDL. They're trying to see what he can do. This is basically the strongest five right now para sa Converge in terms of offense.
Masyadong masikip sa ilalim. Naabangan yung tira mula kay Justin Arana. Scotty will secure the stop for Barangay Ginebra. Thompson playing cat and mouse with King Caralipio. The hook pass, Aguilar, jumper, too strong. Rebound, Baltazar. Juan setting up the play, pinapaalis yung isang nakaposte kasi magkapatong yung post-up ni na Stockton at Arana. Stockton to Caralipio, to Juan GDL for 4. Won't go. Rebound. Put back is good with a foul para kay Palte.
Now you can see Juan is taking those outside shots that he's being given by the defense of Barangay Ginebra.
Buti na lang para sa Barangay Ginebra, maganda yung pwesto. Itong si Baltazar, clear foul there. Tinamaan nitong si Abarientos yung ulo ni Balgi for this end one opportunity.
And if you're Juan, you know you're going to take those shots because you've got two big guys going for that offensive rebound.
Miss on the bonus free throw. Stephen Holt kicks it out to Japet. Will not take the early shot. Scotty met by two defenders. Stephen Holt off the curl. Jumper. No good. Arana with another rebound.
You want to push this basketball if you're Converge.
Gomez de Liaño. Atras muna. Biglang pumasa kay Caralipio for 3. No good. Great position para kay Alex Stockton. Pero mawawala sa kanya yung rebound. It will go to RJ Barrientos as they will take a look at that last loose ball foul.
You heard that thud dito kay Barrientos when he fell on the floor. That's going to be reviewed.
The referees just wanted to make sure. Gustong tignan ulit yung nangyari kina RJ Barrientos at Alex Stockton.
Could be in there. Second motion there.
Ang tanong ngayon, was that action within the effort of getting the rebound
Getting
para kay
that
Alex
basketball.
Stockton?
Yep.
Yan ang sasagutin ng mga referees. Kita mo, may namumula dito sa noo talaga nitong si RJ Barrientos.
Loose ball foul on number 12, Alex Stockton.
So just a loose ball foul.
And was determined na kasama sa kanyang pagsubok makakuha ng offensive rebound. No further call made by the referees. 68-62. Possession for Barangay Ginebra. Scotty turns the corner in traffic. Japet mishandles the rebound pero kanila pa rin yung bola. RJ Barrientos, mid-range jumper. That's very Johnny A. Banking it home for 2.
And getting closer to the basket. Right? Keeps the defense guessing kung ano bang gagawin niya.
They're going back to the post dito kay Justin Arana. The dig. But before that, a foul was already whistled. Tumulak itong si Norbert Torres.
Paghawak pa lang ni RJ Barrientos yung bola, sumisigaw na yung crowd.
And again, finding the opportunities to score pag hindi nakaset up yung depensa nitong Converge that has been focused on him all night long. Caralipio with a size advantage kontra kay RJ. Caralipio, the help defense is about to come. Yung pasa na antala. 1 second to score. 3-point shot. Won't work. Caralipio with the offensive rebound. Nakiraan sa ilalim and he secures 2 points.
Now they're going to have to try and get those offensive rebounds if they're not going to make those shots off those passes.
How about King Caralipio in this matchup? 11 points as a surprise starter for Coach Delta Pineda. That ball goes out of bounds, still in favor of Ginebra. 10 in the shot clock. They will have to play from the other side of the floor. Yan, dahil si RJ Barrientos yung kanyang tao, no? May pagkakataon talaga na lumaban for offensive rebounds itong si Caralipio. Barrientos. Now Scotty Thompson, the 3-point shot could not bang it home. Big stop here for Converge.
You could see Coach Tim not happy with that attack.
Juan Gomez de Liaño on the move. Skies for the layup. Draws a foul as well.
And finally, Juan Gomez de Liaño going to the basket, attacking that lane.
Beating the initial defender. Sinalubong pa ni Scotty Thompson sa taas. And now he's gearing up for the bonus free throw. Three-point play secured by Juan Gomez de Liaño as his brother Javi watching from the sidelines, cheering for Converge at this point.
Very supportive. At the very close yung magkakapatid na yan.
Thompson ginamit yung screen mula kay Japet. Spins away from it, sets up Troy Rosario for 3. In and out for Troy. Rebound for Baldi. Draws the foul from Scotty as well.
The third personal foul of Scotty Thompson.
They're getting the looks for Troy. Laging bukas yung corner jumper. Just could not deliver a big-time bucket from that area.
And so far, he's got 6 points in the ballgame.
Tatlo ang abante ng Converge. Coach Tim will call a timeout if the FiberXers get a basket in this possession.
That's a tough angle.
Caralipio, again maximizing his size. A foul will be called against Barrientos.
Third personal on Barrientos.
At yung mas masama doon, nasa penalty na itong Barangay Ginebra with still 8:23 remaining in this game. Short break here for Justin Arana. Konting hinga lang para makarecover. Larry Muyang, papalit sa kanya. Fresh 14 on the clock for the Converge FiberXers. Juan Gomez de Leaño, papunta kay Balti. One-hander, ayaw. Rebound, kukunin. Ito si Chapet. And now, RJ Barrientos has it. Bibigay kay Stephen Holt. Scotty Thompson hits the bricks as he will get the ball back from Chapet.
Just look at how quick the ball movement right now of Barangay Ginebra is.
Stephen Holt for three, in and out. Rebound for Baltazar as they dodge a bullet. Juan Gomez de Leaño, the high floater, draws the foul. He will get 2 free throws.
See the times he's able to get his points and get to the free throw line. Coming off those stops, pushing that basketball when the defense of Barangay Ginebra is not set.
Timeout for Barangay Ginebra. Their lead is just at 3 points. 2 free throws coming up for Juan Gomez de Leaño when we come back.
What's with the fouling, fellas? Now we're in penalty. We can't play defense anymore. I tried to keep you guys fresh, but you're not sprinting down the floor anymore. Nobody's sprinting down the floor. They're beating us down the floor, guys. If you're tired and you can't go, let me know. Because right now it's a game, right now. Right now it's a game.
This is the do-or-die quarterfinals between Converge and Barangay Ginebra. Now, going into the final quarter with an 8-point deficit, it was Justin Baltazar and Juan Gomez de Leaño hyping up the Converge FiberXers. Ang sigaw ni Balti, laban, while GAGDL emphasized how it's important to take it possession by possession. Both these sentiments just complement the message of Coach Delta Pineda as he said, huwag tayong magpadala sa pressure ngayong crunch time na. What's important is to set our offensive motion and just focus. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat for that report, Eileen. 7 minutes 47 remaining here in the final quarter of action. Tatlo pa rin ang abante ng Barangay Ginebra. The numbers for Juan Gomez de Leaño. The good thing is he is being very aggressive and not settling for the outside shots here in the final quarter. Sumusugod sa loob, drawing fouls at nasa penalty na nga itong Barangay Ginebra. So pwedeng pakinabangan niya nitong si Juan. 2 for 2, and it's down to a 1-point Ginebra lead. Scotty kontra kay Caralipio, gagamitin yung screen mula kay Japet. Stephen Holt umatake pero nariyan yung depensa ng Converge. They hand off up top to RJ. 6 to score. Barrientos for 3. It's gone!
Just seems like he's always a step ahead of his defender. Ang bilis kasi itong si RJ Barrientos eh.
And then he gets a steal. But Stephen Holt sees that the numbers are not in their favor, kaya papara muna maghihintay na makaset up ng play ang Barangay Ginebra. Rosario swings it to Scotty. Thompson. Binigay kay Japet. 6 to score. Another handoff. That will be an offensive foul. That will be an offensive foul against Japet. Canceling that 3-point conversion. Mula kay RJ Barrientos.
That's number 4 on Japet.
Japet will turn into Deshaun Winston just a little bit split second too late. Yung setup mula kay Japet. 73-69. Juan Gomez Del Llano will try to punish RJ Barrientos sa poste. Fadeaway jumper, no. Rebound for Holt. Good pass back. Scotty sa loob. Layup is good.
Scotty Thompson being aggressive here in the second half. He's got 13 in total.
Now it feels like a must-score situation. Larry Muyang draws the foul from Scotty, and he will take 2.
And that's the question. I mean, for Scotty Thompson, that's going to be number 4.
Pero bibilib ka rin talaga sa decision-making nitong si Juan Gomez Del Llano. I mean, Larry Muyang is a player who has not scored in this ball game, but Juan still making the correct read, making the correct play. And Muyang score from the stripe.
Every time there's that ball screen, they're going to double him. They're going to make him give up that basketball.
Pero mintis yung unang free throw mula dito kay Muyang. Two misses from Larry Muyang. And the pressure catching up with him.
And the teammates need to be able to help him out. Pag pumasa siya ng bola, they need to be able to convert on those passes.
Thompson on the attack, leaves it for Japet. Aguilar misses on the jam.
A little bit too much there. Nanggigil si Japet eh.
Tumagilid pa doon eh. Old school pa na Japet eh.
Look at this.
It would have been a highlight for sure, but Japet could not secure the dunk. Nadulas yung bola. So now that will be a stop for the FiberXers. Juan Gomez Del Llano goes on the attack. Layup is sweet.
See, that time there were 2 screens for Juan Gomez Del Llano, able to extricate himself from the defense and get to the basket. 2 points.
The FiberXers will not go down without a fight. Papalag pa rin, 4 ang hinahabol nila dito kontra sa Ginebra. Alex Stockton will be called for a personal foul. Only their second team foul. 5:32 left here in this game. Yung screen sa ilalim, no? Mula kay Alex Stockton. Just providing a presence na pwedeng banggain para makalibre itong si Juan. Handoff, pupunta kay Scotty. Thompson iniwan kay Stephen Hall. The long 2. In and out. Rebound na naman for Balti. Juan Gomez Del Llano on the attack. Iniwan kay Concepcion. 13 on the shot clock. They're looking for one once again. Ball screen provided by Arana. The floater goes out. Recovery for Balti, but he misses the putback.
Wow, that was point blank right there for Baltasar.
Norbert Torres, the long 2, will go.
That's a big shot by Torres because that was very early dun sa kanilang shot clock. He was open, but I'm sure they would have preferred to move that basketball a little bit longer.
Well, I don't care about their preferences, says Norbert Torres, because I will deliver 2 points. Nonetheless, 77-71. Gutsy shot mula kay Norbert, but it was open. And he knocks it down. 6-point lead for Ginebra. Timeout Converge. 4:49 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Balti, opposite side ka. 1. Penalty sila. Touchdown. Down. Ayaw mo, ako poste. Hey, Justin dito. Dito ka para makuha na offensive. Kaya niya. Justin. 1. Ikaw mag-deliver ng bola. Allen. Archie. Pag-double. Archie. Ready to take the shot. Ha? Archie. Pag nag-rotate lahat, kung sinong open. Okay na lang. Take the shot. Pusto na Mamaya, depensa tayo. Kaya yan. Torres ka, kaya mo sa ilalim yan, ha? Silip ka sa loob, ha? Silip ka. Left time! Relax! Left time! Left time!
77-71 is the count in favor of Barangay Ginebra. Ito po yung naging kwento sa pagitan ni Juan Gomez de Liaño at RJ Abarrientos. Quick start for Juan, but a strong finish for RJ Abarrientos. Ano naman kaya ang magiging kwento as we go down to the wire here in this do-or-die quarterfinal battle?
Well, Juan now has 14 points in the ball game. He's got 7 here in the fourth quarter.
Si Abarrientos mabibigyan ng kaunting pahinga ni Coach Tim. In comes David, who has been a factor with 13 points in the matchup. Concepcion struggling, almost losing the basketball, taken away by David. David will miss the fast break layup, and then he is down. It is a 5-on-4 on the other side. Masama yung bagsak nitong si David as he is holding on to that arm.
He landed on that arm, and he's grimacing in pain.
RC Kua approaching itong si Jason David along with some teammates mula dito sa Barangay Ginebra. And it was almost
a made layup.
Almost a made layup for David.
And he's been playing really well.
Nakita nila na gustong bitawan agad-agad ni Archie Concepcion yung bola, so they pressured up on him. Led to the turnover. Again, the awkward landing mula kay Jason David. He will go straight to the dugout. Kasamahan ni Coach RC Kua. And that will bring back RJ Abarrientos into this ball game. Again, the possession is with the Converge FiberXers after that last tap out.
It could be his shoulder.
Yeah, kasi bumangga dun sa A-board, but again, the challenge was clean coming from Archie Concepcion. We play on. 6-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Juan Gomez de Liaño, the floater, too strong. Rebound for Baltazar. Body inside.
That's on Scott Thompson. That could be number 5.
Again, you can now issue the challenge for many reasons. Huwag bigyan ng free throws si Baltazar and preserve the foul situation. That's Scotty Thompson. But on the situation now, when it comes to the challenges, if hindi nga kay Scotty, pero may makitang foul from elsewhere, the referees can now adjust their call.
So if you're a Converge, you just want to get that foul.
Some contact from someone.
It doesn't matter who. Especially you're down by 6. Ginebra, 4 minutes and 15 left. The experience will need to come into play here. Ito namang Converge. What they've learned the past game, the past year of them playing in the quarterfinals, they're hoping that it's enough already to be able to get into their first semifinals.
Laging nakukulangan eh. Laging kinakapos sa dulo ng quarterfinals ito Converge FiberXers, but you've seen them improve and add. Now we're ready to hear the result of the challenge.
After the review, there was a hacking foul on Scotty against Baltazar. The challenge made by Ginebra is not successful.
That was the
So, the developing story. 5th personal foul against Scotty Thompson. Clipping, I think, the hand of Justin Baltazar. Balti converts on the first free throw. But for Coach Tim Cohn, really no other choice but to just trust Scotty Thompson to stay in this
Well, you're not
ballgame.
going to take him out. You're not going to take him out.
Second free throw para kay Baltazar. Will go. 4-point Barangay Ginebra lead, 77-73. Still 4 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in this ball game. Scotty wanted to find Stephen Holt, pero hindi nagkaamuyan sa pwestuhan. Papasa itong si Scotty dun sa corner.
Ang pakiramdaman naman ni Holt, diretso na si Scotty Thompson.
So that is a turnover, a crucial one against Barangay Ginebra. Juan Gomez de Liaño kontra kay RJ Barrientos. Poposte, itong si Arana. Arana with the fake, the hook, and he gets the friendly bounce. It's a 2-point game.
That's a big boy move.
Bounce back performance para dito kay Justin Arana as they're back in business. Scotty Thompson kontra kay Alex Stockton. Scotty finds a gap, the layup.
Natanggal pa yung sapatos ni Stockton, ha?
2 free throws coming up here for Scotty Thompson.
Needs to be able to stay away from fouling. Itong si Scotty Thompson.
Barangay Ginebra have not shot well. Dom from the free throw line all game long.
Still continues with that. Could have had a much bigger lead if they made more free throws.
15 points, 11 boards for Justin Arana. Again, a much better performance dahil hindi siya nahirapan sa kanyang fouls. He was not limited by foul troubles. Ooh, another miss. 2 misses from Scotty Thompson. Now a chance to tie or even take the lead for the Converge FiberXers. Top ball screen, the pocket pass to Balti. Ilalabas kay Juan, they swing it to Concepcion. Archie on the move. Push shot is good on the bank, tied ball game.
What a huge ball game for Concepcion. He's got 13 points already. And that's the biggest shot so far that he's made in this ball game.
In the biggest game of his PBA career, he is showing us that he belongs here in the big league. Atake, absorbing the contact and finishing off the bank, 77 all as we go to the dying minutes of this do-or-die contest. Tabla tayo, timeout, Barangay Ginebra.
Defense is all about multiple efforts. I know you're tired, but I need a multiple effort, guys. Huh? I need a multiple effort. Hey, Scotty brings it.
3 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here in this hotly contested ball game sa pagitan ng Barangay Ginebra at ng Converge FiberXers. Ginebra tried to take control of this ball game, but Converge will not go down without a fight. Archie Concepcion scoring inside. Diyan talaga sila nagdodomina. The inside points for the FiberXers, a huge weapon for the squad of Coach Delta Pineda.
13 points for Archie Concepcion. This is his best game this conference. Could be a career high as well. 13 points in 15 minutes, 6 of 8 from the field. And then King Caralipio, 11 points. That's just huge from these two guys.
Madalas sinasabi na parang yung butas na lang ng Converge will be the 3 spot, the small forward position. But now ably filling in her King Caralipio. And itong si Archie Concepcion as we have a tied contest Barangay Ginebra will inbound from the backcourt. They will take the full 24.
And Carlo, you know, just news dito kay Jason David, dislocated shoulder, and probably not going to be able to come back in this ballgame.
Pero naibalik na ni Coach RC Cua. Meanwhile, Abarrientos, top look. Almost got that one to drop. Big stop for Converge. Now ready to take the lead. Juan Gomez de Leaño. Looking for a touch para kay Justin Arana kontra kay Japet. Arana, pumoposte. Oh, loses the basketball to Abarrientos. RJ sets up Stephen Holt, could not pull the trigger. Abarrientos on the reset. Now Japet has it. Aguilar looking for Scotty Thompson kontra kay Concepcion. Scotty, top of the key, looking for movement. Thompson with 3 remaining. Rosario for 3. It's gone! Finally it falls for Troy!
He's attempted a number of times from that three-point area, but finally making this big one, getting a 3-point lead for Barangay.
Juan Gomez de Leaño, the counter 3-point shot won't go. Rebound for Concepcion, fresh 14 on the clock for the Converge FiberXers. Concepcion goes on the attack. Concepcion, binabad ba?
15 points for Archie Concepcion. He may be young in the league, pero kita mo naman, buong loob.
1-point game, 80-79, a minute and 23 remaining. Aguilar has it. Hinahanap si RJ. There's still a foul to give. Para dito sa Converge FiberXers, Rosario wants another 3. Comes up short. Rebound for Juan Gomez de Leaño. Juan attacks quickly. Deep reverse. It's good off the back.
This is a time in the ball game that the players decide the fate. At makikita mo yung experience na ginawa ni Juan Gomez de Leaño doon. Change of pace.
30-second timeout for Barangay Ginebra. Dom, your point about the attack nitong si Juan.
But you look at it. This is that first. Tignan muna natin yung tira nitong si Archie Concepcion. Could have given it to Baltasar down low. But he's been playing well. Took it all the way to the basket. Defense is right there. But Gomez de Leaño saw a gap, took it, attacked it, and made that layup.
Dom, there was a feeling from the Barangay Ginebra defense na parang okay, magse-set up lang to. Diba? Parang they were not as aggressive running down on the floor, setting up their defense at nakita yon. Dito si Juan Gomez de Leaño. Again, these are the heartbreaks that the Converge FiberXers needed to endure to get them into this moment. To be at the cusp of making it into their first ever semi-final stint in their young PBA career. A minute remaining, up by 1 point against Barangay Ginebra.
Still a lot of time, still a lot of decisions that need to be made by these players. They need to stick together, they need to make good decisions. Alam natin that experience is on the side of Barangay Ginebra. But Converge, eto na ba? Is it gonna be their time?
Coach Timcon is sticking with Thompson, Abarrientos, Aguilar, Rosario, and Holt as his 5. 14 on the shot clock for Ginebra. Japet gets the first touch. Again, 1 foul to give should they need it for the FiberXers. They trap Abarrientos. There was a foul from Alex Stockton. That was the foul to give.
Remember, Scotty Thompson already with 5 personal fouls for Barangay Ginebra.
14 seconds on the clock here for Ginebra. 52.2 seconds on the game clock. RJ Barrientos will be looking for an early touch, but it goes back to Japet. Hand off to Scotty. Guard-to-guard screen, they switch it. Scotty turns the corner. Thompson in trouble. Scotty against two defenders. Kicks it out to Holt for three. In and out. Rebound goes to Troy. Barangay Ginebra has one more chance to score. Barrientos has it versus Concepcion. RJ, fishing expedition, and he gets a bite. He was in all sorts of trouble. Nowhere to go.
Actually, got to credit that defense of Converge. Even for Scotty Thompson, that was tough. They really clogged that lane. Napasa niya kay Holt. Then after Holt took that three-point shot, Rosario able to get that offensive rebound.
But dito papasok yung game IQ. How do you make an opportunity out of nothing at all? Para dito kay RJ Barrientos. Through a fake, nakapagpakagat.
The foul on Concepcion is affirmed. Therefore, the challenge made by Converge FiberXers is not successful. 3 shots on Johnny Barrientos.
Now the question is, nasaan? Itong si RJ, it is affirmed as a foul, and it is a three-point shooting foul.
That is a foul.
They defended well for so long. But at that last moment,
yun eh, mapapakagat ka talaga dun sa fake ni RJ kasi sobrang bilis niya. And he just needs a little bit of space to be able to take that shot.
First free throw down. No problem whatsoever mula dito kay RJ Barrientos. Ties the ball game at 81. Siya lang yung di nahihirapan sa free throw line for Barangay Ginebra. Secures both. Important to note here, if he misses, we play on. No chance for Converge to call a timeout.
And the question will be, once he makes this, kanina ba pupunta ang Converge?
Third free throw, good. From RJ Barrientos, as Converge will call a timeout. But you like what you're seeing for the FiberXers. They're all talking to Archie Concepcion. Huwag mong problemahin.
Exactly.
Don't let it bring you down. Let's sort it out dito sa timeout. Let's come back and look for a shot that will tie it or give us the lead in the next possession.
And the best thing to do is makabawi ka, right? You're able to make a good play, get in a good position, get a good shot, get a rebound. You need to be able to forget about that because it does happen. It does happen. You will make mistakes. Ang kinakailangan, makabawi.
And yung sinasabi rin ito Converge to Archie is, we will not be in this situation kung wala ka.
Tama naman.
So wag mo nang isipin yung foul. Meron pa namang oras na nalalabi. 25.2
A lot
seconds.
of time. Still left on the clock, 25.2 seconds. Ito yung ating game reset. Converge with 2 more timeouts left. Barangay Ginebra with 1. No more fouls to give and no more challenges for both teams.
Now the question is, do you go for a 2 or do you just try to win it? For the Converge FiberXers, they have so many options. Yung porsyento, syempre, pupunta ka sa loob dahil dun kayo magaling eh.
Will you go to Arana? Or will you go to Baltasar? Or will you go to Juan GDL, who's been playing really well here in the fourth quarter? 16 points already for Juan, 9 here in the fourth.
83-81.
Pero bago natin pag-usapan yun, Carlo, pinaka-importante to be able to get the ball inbounds.
Look at this, the first opportunity to play for Nards Pinto. Offense-defense substitution. Para dito kay Coach Dendon.
This is gonna be tough for him. Very cold off the bench.
Siya ang tatao dito kay Archie Concepcion dahil kanina hinahanap ng Converge a mismatch yung Barrientos. 14 seconds on the clock. Juan Gomez de Liaño will inbound. Finally gets a touch for Arana. He gets it right back. Holt on him. Juan Gomez de Liaño on the crossover. And he gets it to fall. Draws the foul as well.
expected it. What a crossover. Getting the foul and the basket.
Biggest shot of his young PBA career, stuck between two defenders, powering it through. And now he has one free throw to get the lead back for the FiberXers.
If he makes this free throw, expect a timeout by Barangay Ginebra.
He makes it. 1-point lead for Ginebra. Sorry, 1-point lead for the Converge. FiberXers timeout for Barangay Ginebra. 84-83. This is the final timeout of the ball game for Coach Tim Cone.
And these are the games that you want to watch. These are the games that make the PBA. Juan Gomez, you look at this crossover right there, leaving Stephen Holt, getting the contact, absorbing it, getting the basket and the foul.
At saka tignan mo yung angulo ng paa. There. Nung humarap na sa bandang kaliwa, itong si Stephen Holt, that was the timing to go on the attack for Juan Gomez de Leaño. And he was really born for this moment. Kaya ang tagal hinintay ng PBA. Itong si Juan Gomez de Leaño because of things like this. The big game ability, the athleticism, the strength of Juan Gomez de Leaño will push them ahead by 1.
And Carlo, hindi niya basta nalang tinapon yung bola pataas nung narinig niya na yung whistle. Still trying to look for that shot. And that is just, you know, that confidence and that mindset for Gomez de Leaño.
Juan Gomez de Leaño with 19 points against the 16 of RJ Barrientos. Again, these are franchise players for Barangay Ginebra and the Converge FiberXers. Their first skirmish in the playoffs. We will see a lot more from these two throughout their careers.
So our question earlier on, kanino ba pupunta yung Converge? They went to Juan Gomez de Leaño. Now, the question is, who will Barangay Ginebra go to? Will it be Scotty Thompson or RJ Abarientos?
Just as important for Converge, do not commit a foul. Garcia de Los Santos in for defensive purposes para kay Coach Delta Pineda. Scotty on the handoff kontra kay Stockton. Abarientos, the go-ahead 3, no good! And that will bounce out and in favor of the FiberXers.
Good defense shown that time by Converge.
Timeout requested by the Converge FiberXers. Obviously, Barangay Ginebra will commit a foul to extend this ball game.
Was it the shot that they wanted that early? And that's a shot that he usually makes. A little bit long that time for RJ Abarientos.
Only a 1-point game. And they had a lot of time to work with Dom.
Could have gotten a better look.
But these were the shots that RJ Barrientos was making in the first game and here in this match as well. So we're down to just 10.9 seconds remaining. Both teams in penalty. Converge has 1 timeout left. Now you send in your best free throw shooters para kahit sinong mapasahan ng bola, eh may maganda yung porsyento from the stripe. Naghihintay na po ng kalaban sa best of 7 semifinals itong San Miguel Beermen. Samantala, bukas natin malalaman sino naman ang tatapat sa TNT Tropang 5G, kung Meralco ba o rain or shine. And that will be tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. still here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Kevin Racal enters the contest as the vet for Converge.
And also, you know, itong Converge, again, kinakailangan ma-inbound mo yung bola. I mean, there's a lot of time left.
10.9 seconds remaining. Alex Stockton will inbound. They go cross-court to Kevin Racal, and he'll be fouled by Scotty Thompson. That is the last player you'd want to give up a foul.
Wala ka na magagawa for Barangay Ginebra.
Gutsy cross-court pass coming from Alex Stockton.
Gutsy, but you like how he surveyed the floor first. Right? Nung nakita niya, okay, walang malibre. Juan Gomez de Leaño was right there in front of him. But there were defenders right there as well.
And no more timeouts, Dom, for Barangay Ginebra. Kaya kailangan mabilisan yung foul, Kevin Racal.
But even if Racal makes both free throws, it's only a 3-point lead. So still time for Barangay Ginebra.
Now you can also ask the question, if this is a 3-point lead, do you just foul if you are the Converge FiberXers?
Definitely an option.
Kevin Racal sent in for this purpose. Second free throw. Good as well. 3-point lead. Barrientos with it. Forward pass to Maya. Jeremiah Gray. 3-point shot. He was fouled. Almost making it. 3 free throws coming up for Maya. Again, I saw the instruction coming from Coach Delta Pineda for them to give up a foul, but before the shot attempt.
So what they're trying to check here, kung 3 shots ba ang ibibigay kay Jeremiah Gray, almost making it.
A lifeline given to Barangay Ginebra.
But again, yung free throw shooting ng Barangay Ginebra has been a problem in this ball game.
I think he managed to stay behind the white line for 3 free throws coming up. Kakapasok lang nitong si Jeremiah Gray after the disqualification of Scotty Thompson, and it is a firm 3 free throws for Maya with 3.1 seconds remaining.
And Racal passed the test. He got 2 out of 2. Let's see what Jeremiah Gray has in him.
.4 seconds remaining. A slight adjustment.
13 of 24 ang free throw shooting ng Barangay Ginebra.
The conference on the line for Maya. The first free throw is good.
Concentration now.
2 clean free throws for Maya. One timeout remaining for the Converge FiberXers. If Maya manages to go 3 for 3 and tie this ball game.
If not, they're going to have to foul.
The third free throw for Jeremiah. Good as well. Tied ball game. 86 all.
Wow, Carlo. What a ball game.
There was one last twist to the story. And it was a substitution they didn't want to make, but they had to make dahil 6 fouls na nga ito si Scotty Thompson.
And Barrientos gave up that basketball early to Jeremiah Gray. And Jeremiah Gray dribbled once, dribbled twice, and attack went all the way basically to that corner, faced up, took that 3-point shot, almost made it, but got the foul from Alex Stockton and knocking down all 3 free throws, tying this ball game.
However, 3.4 seconds remain. Sa ating orasan, may magagawa pa ang Converge FiberXers to win this game in regulation. and prevent the overtime period here in this do-or-die match. Sino magiging lima ni Coach Delta Pineda? Alex Stockton, Juan Gomez de Leaño surely will be there. Sasamahan ni Nabalti at Justin Arana.
Game reset, both teams in the penalty.
I think it will be MJ Garcia joining the four mainstays. Itong Converge FiberXers. Alex Stockton, the inbounder. Stockton looking for his options. Goes to MJ Garcia. One to score. Juan Gomez de Leaño. Almost. But that shot is something that you would live with if you're the Barangay Ginebra defense. It was nothing. Heading into the shaded area, they were able to push as far as possible. And we are going to an extra 5 minutes, Dom, because this matchup, this series, needed an extension.
Wow. You look at the change as well on the personnel of Coach Tim Cole. Pinasok niya si Japet Aguilar. He did not want any alley-oop. They did not want anything close to the basket. And this is what Converge got. That was what? A 40-footer, basically, para sa Converge.
86-86 is the count and the end of the fourth quarter. Overtime period coming right up. Is a test of resolve, of grit, of the ability to gut it out. As these 5 minutes will surely fly by us. 3 pressure-packed free throws mula kay Jeremiah Gray. He has not attempted a single free throw before this trip to the line, but calmly converting on all 3, much to the delight of their family, their supporters here inside the Big Dome. The problem though, wala nang Scotty Thompson dito sa overtime period for Barangay Ginebra. 6 fouls out of the ball game.
No
for their
Jason
former
David.
MVP.
No Jason David as well for Barangay Ginebra.
Baltazar and Japet Aguilar will jump it up. And the first crack at the basket here in the overtime period will belong to Barangay Ginebra. RJ Barrientos is pass too weak. Stolen by the defense of Converge. Free throws, 10 of 21 to start. But when they needed the free throws to go down, they were perfect. 6 of 6. Stockton with a pocket pass to Justin Arana down low. He will miss. A rebound picked up by Troy Rosario. Rosario hands it off. 3-point shot. Oh, but before the shot attempt, a foul will be called against Concepcion.
That's his 5th personal foul.
"15 seconds of the shot clock for Barangay Ginebra. All eyes on RJ Barrientos now with Scotty Thompson no longer in the ball game. Maya for 3. Couldn't make it.
And you can see those are not the shots that Coach Tim wants.
Archie Concepcion, the 3-point shot is gone. What a big game for Archie as he adds to his tally. Now it's 18 big points in the match. Japet, yung kanyang pasa, tatapikin palabas. Nitong si Alex Stockton.
Carlo, remember we mentioned aning nadadala ng Scotty Thompson for Barangay Ginebra. Before that,
this three-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. They push themselves ahead, 89-86.
the Scotty Thompson, that leadership, that decision-making, and yun ang mamimiss nila here in overtime.
Maya gagamitin yung screen mula kay Japet. Umatake, the layup won't work. Yung bola tumalbog pa dito sa paa nitong si Troy Rosario. That will be another stop for Converge.
Hasn't been pretty the past 3 offensive sets for Barangay Ginebra.
Magpapahingi munang bahagya itong si Archie Concepcion. MJ Garcia gets another opportunity to play here in the... Juan Gomez de Liano, one-on-one, top of the key. Screen provided by Arana. Juan exits. Re-screen para sa kanya. Good pass. Arana down low. Won't get it. Rebound saved. And now secured by Barangay Ginebra. Holt gets it back. That will be a foul from behind. It will be given continuation. One thought that he issued a foul before the shot attempt. Pero patakbo na talaga, paangat na itong si Stephen Holt.
Continuation definitely for Stephen Holt.
Ralph Fu enters the ball game for Jeremiah Gray. 3 minutes 10 remaining. Stephen Holt on the line to tie the ball game. And he secures it. Quiet offensive game for Stephen Holt with only 6 points. But boy, that was a huge connection.
Again, you need to make good decisions, especially towards the end game.
Not a great decision coming from Alex Stockton. Luckily for them, nandoon si Gomez de Liano for the offensive rebound. Juan wants a shot from the outside, no good. Another opportunity for Converge. Garcia, jumper's money.
What a big boost by these guys from Converge, the guys coming off the bench.
Dom, literally his first basket of the ball game in the final 3 minutes of overtime to push them ahead. Holt using the screen from Japet. Locates Abarrientos for the lead. In and out. Arana with a rebound. Now the FiberXers will slow things down to a crawl, protecting this 2-point advantage. Stockton humihingi ng screen mula kay Arana. Rejects it. Locates Arana. One-hander. No! But there will be a foul. Japet Aguilar whistled for a personal. At ipapadala niya itong si Justin Arana to the free throw line for 2.
Pressure free throws, 15 points, 12 rebounds. Hasn't missed a free throw yet. Just had to say it.
Misses one now. 91-89, still a 2-point advantage for the FiberXers. 2 missed free throws. Oh, but the back tap goes to Juan Gomez de Liano, tapped by the smallest man on the floor in Garcia. Garcia has it, ibabalik kay Juan. Wants a 4. He will get it! Cold-blooded 4 from Juan Gomez de Liano.
He's been looking for it, finally makes it, and extends his lead to 6.
Abarrientos draws a foul.
That could be it for Stockton.
Huge shot mula dito kay Juan Gomez de Liano. Had a similar look at the end of regulation as he looks to his brother to tell him that he is built for these moments. But Barangay Ginebra still has a minute and 32 to work with. They were down by 10. Sorry, they were down by 3 with 10 seconds remaining and they managed to come back. Kaya hindi pa naman imposible para sa Barangay Ginebra ang makabalik from this, especially with RJ Barrientos making the first free throw.
Still a lot of time to play.
But the value of that back tap from MJ Garcia, Dom. Dalawang malinis na free throw naman para dito kay RJ Barrientos. It's only a 1 possession advantage for Converge, 95-91. Where will they go? Magsasayang muna ng konting oras itong si Juan bago humingi ng screen mula kay Balti. The hook pass to Concepcion. Archie from the outside, no good. Rebound claimed by Arana. Another chance to score for the FiberXers. He's in trouble down low, but he manages to put up a shot. Mintis nga lang. But it will stay with the FiberXers pending this review.
Arana getting that offensive rebound. Could have kicked it back out. Used the clock. They are up by 4.
Naisip niya siguro habang wala si Japet, baka kayanin sa loob, and he almost got there. Hindi nakakabulin itong si MJ Garcia. He saw that it was Troy Rosario who touched it last. So the ball on the floor will be confirmed. Fresh 14 on the clock for the FiberXers.
Quick rest for Japet Aguilar. They need somebody who will be able to help them out with the rebound.
Baseline out of bounds action. Archie Concepcion will be the inbounder. And Scotty Thompson, Alex Stockton, both disqualified from this ball game with 6 personal fouls. More time to waste here for the FiberXers. Juan Gomez de Liano against Stephen Holt. On the move, the runner, no good. Rebound picked up by Estiel. Binigay kay RJ Barrientos and a foul.
Coming from the blind side, trying to get that steal, end up giving up that foul. Remember, Ginebra struggled nung una dun sa kanilang free throw shooting. But pinakita din natin when it mattered the most, 6 of 6, 8 of 8, if you include the last 2 free throws of Barrientos.
Barrientos keeps the first look clean. And after all that, they could be just down 2 points. 19 big points, perfect from the stripe. He stays there, 10 of 10 from RJ as a timeout will be requested by the Converge FiberXers. It felt like a comfortable 6-point lead for them just a few seconds ago. Barangay Ginebra just won't go down. Timeout for Converge FiberXers. Converge leads by 2. Winner of this matchup will advance to the semifinals and arrange a best-of-7 duel against defending champions of the Philippine Cup, the San Miguel Beermen, who are just firing on all cylinders right now, waiting for their dance partner in the Final Four.
10-game winning streak for the San Miguel Beermen.
Juan Gomez de Liano and RJ Barrientos, a thoroughly enjoyable matchup, even more so here in their second meeting in the quarterfinals dahil nagpakita ng magandang laro rin itong si Juan to match the output of RJ Abarientos. Both of them hitting big-time shots throughout this ball game, but more will be needed. With 46 seconds remaining, they will inbound from the backcourt to get the full 24 seconds on the clock. Talking about Converge.
You got to be mentally strong if you're Converge. Make those decisions, the right decisions.
Gomez De Leano handling versus Stephen Holt. Screen provided. Oh, but a foul on Japet. And they're in penalty.
And that's the last for Japet Aguilar. That's number 6.
They tried to trap Juan Gomez De Leano on the ball screen. But referee Noel Kilingen, our lead official, saying that it was a blocking foul. Sorry, it was Peter Bala who called it. He stepped in, impeded the forward motion of Juan Gomez De Leano. And that will also disqualify him from this contest. First free throw, good for Juan Gomez De Leano.
Three-point lead for Converge, still not safe.
To extend it to a 4-point advantage, Juan secures 2 for 2.
25 big points for Juan Gomez De Leano. That is 17 in the fourth and in overtime.
4-point advantage for the FiberXers. 29.7. A lot can still happen.
Yes.
You just want the quickest conversion possible if you're Barangay Ginebra, whatever it is.
Nakita na natin kanina, ang dami pwede mangyari. Ang dami na nga nangyari. You know, things that you'd think that the players would be able to recognize. Both teams making some mistakes, but also making some good decisions.
Another quarterfinal do-or-die matchup between the Meralco Bulls and the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters tomorrow back here inside the Big Dome. The winner will match up against the TNT Tropang 5G. For Barangay Ginebra, they lost Jason David to a shoulder injury. Lost both Scotty Thompson and Japet Aguilar to 6 personal fouls. Kaya kailangan malalim-lalim na ang hugot nitong si Coach Dem.
Well, Japet Aguilar is still talking to the referees, not happy with that foul that was called on him. Because he is such an important piece for Barangay Ginebra, especially, yun na nga, yun yung nakikita natin for Barangay Ginebra. Ever since nawala itong si Scotty Thompson, you know, he was the leader on the court. They definitely needed him. So who will step up? Will it be RJ Abarientos who will be the leader right now for this team?
He can make it from 3, even from 4. Kaya dapat tauhin ng maigi. Converge FiberXers itong si RJ Abarientos. If you commit a foul, they would be okay with that as well to extend this ball game. Holt has it. Uses the screen mula kay Troy. They're looking for a long 3-point shot. Troy Rosario makes it. Foot on the line. Just a long 3 almost. Very nearly a 4-point shot. But Rosario will keep them in the game.
Wow. I mean, I'm almost sure that that's not necessarily the shot they were going for.
But it was the shot that presented itself. Rosario with 2 triples here in the end game after getting so many opportunities throughout this matchup. Hindi makaisa si Troy, but he will keep Ginebra in this game.
What a shot. With all the commitment. Almost a 4-pointer by Troy Rosario. We've seen it. They struggled. He struggled at the beginning and then knocked down crucial shots. Barangay Ginebra as well struggled with their free throws in the early part, but making the free throws in the end, but still down by 1.
itong Barangay Ginebra with 20.3 seconds left.
The biggest part of that 3 is that even if they foul, and even if Converge gets 2 free throws, may masasagot pa. Pwede pang tumabla. 3 ang kailangan nitong Barangay Ginebra. Well, depending of course on the result of the possible free throws for Converge. But of course, they will pressure up the inbound. They will try to get a steal, be extra aggressive. Dahil kung hindi stop, foul naman yung kailangan nilang magawa dito with 20.3 seconds remaining.
Again, if you're Converge, you gotta make sure that you do not turn the ball over. Pressure all the way here in the front court.
First touch for Balti. Siya na magbababa ng bola. Bit of pressure here. Final breaks the trap. Hindi sumugod itong si Concepcion. Now they really have to foul. And they commit one against Baltazar. Not a bad player to send on the line if you're Barangay Ginebra. Kasi ayaw mong i-foul siyempre si Juan Gomez de Leaño.
Exactly.
Concepcion
making that good decision.
Yeah, finding the opening.
And not necessarily going for that shot right away. I mean, he's been playing well, but not necessarily wanting to be the hero.
Monster rebounding numbers for Balti. 12 points alongside 20 boards. But he's only 2 for 4 from the stripe. And Barangay Ginebra has 1 timeout remaining. That leaves the door open for Barangay Ginebra. The first free throw brimming out for Balti. If he makes it, Ginebra calls a timeout. If he misses, we play on. Second free throw. Baltazar secures it. But it's just a 2-point lead, 98-96. Coach Tim Cohn will drop a play to tie or even win it. No fouls to give. No timeouts remaining. When we come back to live action, that will be it, Dom. Wala nang tanong-tanong, wala nang delays. We will know if we will have our next semi-finalist in the next 8.5 seconds. Bunch of options possible for Coach Tim. Mukhang papasok ulit itong si Jeremiah Gray to join Rosario Barrientos.
He hit those 3 crucial free throws in the 4th quarter. And Barrientos, you know he's not going to shy away if he's presented with an opportunity.
On the other side, inaabutan na ng cramps itong si Juan Gomez de Leaño. The trainer is working on him right now. Playing to sheer exhaustion is Juan. But it'll be fine as they go offense-defense sa kanilang substitutions. Defensive crew of Garcia, De Los Santos, Caralipio, Concepcion, and Baltazar. Player who might have the advantage here would be a big, which could be Troy Rosario as the power forward.
And Carlo, you're going to look at, they're probably going to be switching with Barrientos.
Troy Rosario will be the inbounder, joined by Barrientos, Holt, Norbert Torres, and Jeremiah Gray. Conference on the line here. If you're Converge, you cannot give up a foul in this next possession.
Especially a 3-point shot.
Holt gets a touch. 6 seconds remaining. Stephen Holt goes to Barrientos. Goes to Holt. Holt for the win! It's gone! NSD will head into the semifinals! Jason David. No Japet Aguilar. No Scotty Thompson. No problem for Barangay Ginebra. Stephen Holt saves the day.
We talked about making good decisions. We talked about taking the opportunity. And that time, nakita mo yung Barangay Ginebra, hindi libre. Itong si Abarientos did not force it. Stephen Holt took enough time, knew exactly what he had to do. He's not the number 1 guy. He's not the number 2 guy. May not even be the number 3 guy. But when his number was called upon, Stephen Holt knocking down that 3-point shot at the buzzer for the win for Barangay Ginebra to go into the semifinals.
It will be a tough pill to swallow for the Converge FiberXers because they had this game. Just a couple of mistakes allowed Barangay Ginebra to hang on, to extend this, to give themselves one last shot at winning it. And Stephen Holt took full advantage. It's from the Justin Brownlee spot. The fake, the dribble, the pull-up 3, the game-winning buzzer beater for Stephen Holt.
You know, if you look at this game, Carlo, seemed like almost every player had a time to shine for Barangay Ginebra. We saw Jeremiah Gray, we saw RJ Abarientos, we saw Japet Aguilar at the beginning, we saw Scotty Thompson, but in the end, the biggest play, the biggest moment of it all belongs to Stephen Holt.
The celebration continues for Barangay Ginebra inside the dugout as they punch their ticket into the semifinals, courtesy of that game winner coming from Stephen Holt. We were talking about him. His offense was off all game long, Dom, but found that last opportunity to win the game for Barangay Ginebra.
We talked about the experience. We talked about Barangay Ginebra having, or teams having to make big decisions, good decisions. And the best decision of it was Stephen Holt taking that 3, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He is our best player of the game.
This Babad player of the game is brought to you by Devan. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devan. Obviously, we chose him at the very last moment because of this epic 3-point shot that will go down in Barangay Ginebra lore to keep themselves alive here in the Philippine Cup. And because of that, they arrange a duel against the San Miguel Beermen in the semifinals. 99-98, Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel outlasting the Converge FiberXers. We thank you for keeping it locked in to RPTV. That's a One Sports YouTube page for Ms. Eileen Shi, for Dominic Uy, I'm Carlo Pamintuan. We will have one last spot open in the semifinals. Check back with us tomorrow.
Barangay Ginebra wins and are now headed to the semifinals. Stephen Holt is our best player of the game. Congratulations, Stephen. It took until the final seconds of the game for you guys to take this game home. What does it mean to you to win the way you did?
First of all, I just want to say congrats to Converge. They're an up-and-coming team. They showed a lot of resilience these past 2 games and made us work for it. But at the end of the day, man, I love my guys, man. I love our team. I love our spirit. We've been through so much adversity this season, ups and downs, but I feel like we're finally playing our best basketball of the season, and that's the most important time is the playoffs. So thank you again to the fans for your energy. We do this for you guys always, and NSD spirit continues on.
Stephen, another semifinals appearance for you. What makes this special, and just how are you going to be preparing for the San Miguel Beermen?
Yeah, I mean, just my mentality since I've been here, I just want to win. Do whatever I can to win. Obviously, I was struggling on the offensive end with my shot, but my guys gave me enough confidence, and when I had that open opportunity at the end of the game, I knew I had to step up for my team and make it. So, again, it's going to be a great series against San Miguel. They know us, we know it's going to be a fight.
Stephen, a lot of Barangay Ginebra fans showing you some love. It's your chance to send some message back.
Like I said, man, we work so hard for you guys. We work so hard for you guys. Ginebra, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Stephen Holt. Once again, our best player of the game. Congratulations once again to Barangay Ginebra. Now it's time for us to hear from our winning coach.
Good evening, everyone, and we have Coach Tim Co near the press room after that dramatic 99-98 overtime victory over Converge. Coach, congratulations. You're going to the semis, but it seemed there were a lot of times that you're going to bow out of this conference.
Well, it's been a tough road for us from the very start, losing to Magnolia in our opening game. But our guys kept battling. You know what? We've won 7 straight games, and 3 of them were cliffhangers. So I just got to really appreciate our guys battling. But I tell you, that team, Converge, they came and played with so much heart tonight. And, you know, and Juan Diliano, we just couldn't stop him in the 4th quarter. He was getting anything he wanted. It was an amazing performance. I just kept saying right after the game that, you know, we got lucky. I just couldn't stop repeating that because lose Scotty to foul out, lose Japeth to foul out, recover from that 4-point shot that Diliano hit, and still make that big shot at the end. It just felt, I don't know, felt miraculous to me. And but when it comes down to it, our guys fought and our guys battled, and we didn't play a great game tonight. We didn't have everything going tonight, but we just kept battling and finding a way to win.
Game highlights of this epic encounter between the Converge FiberXers and Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. In the first period, the surprise starter, King Caralipio, delivering the goods for Coach Delta Pineda as they got the jump against Ginebra.
Jeremiah Gray knocking down that outside shot as well for Barangay Ginebra. It was nip and tuck. You know, even in the first quarter, you could see both teams wanting to win, both teams trying to get the advantage. But at the end of the first 12 minutes, it was only a 2-point lead for Converge.
21-19 was the count in the second quarter. Barangay Ginebra will answer back, and they had their bench crew helping out with their starters. Japeth with a 2-handed throwdown.
But because of that ball movement, they were able to find Japeth Aguilar easily for that slam dunk.
Pero sa kabilang banda naman, Justin Baltazar using his size, maximizing the space to connect 2 points all the back. Samantala, itong si Stephen Holt was quiet for much of this ball game, but he will convert on his lone 3-point shot of the first half to extend their advantage just a little bit further at that stage.
On the other hand, para dito sa Converge, they tried to dump the ball down low. When the double came, they kicked it out, knocking down that 3, Archie Concepcion.
Surprise performance mula kay Archie Concepcion, and they will actually take a 1-point lead, 40-39 into the halftime break. Justin Arana with a big-time bounce-back performance coming off his struggles in the first game of this quarterfinals, picks up a double-double here in the rematch against Ginebra.
Staying away from foul trouble, getting those 2 points. Scotty Thompson, he knew nung third quarter, kinakailangan na yung kanyang leadership, yung kanyang aggressiveness. He was aggressive going to the basket and getting that layup.
At dito na rin sa third quarter, kumawala itong si RJ Abarientos for the highlight of this third period. Toying with the defense in the Converge FiberXers and giving his side the lead heading into the final quarter.
Well, look at that. RJ Abarientos, just so difficult to guard. One-on-one. 3 guys helping out, no problem. Para dito kay RJ Abarientos, just got so many tricks in his bag.
And Barangay Ginebra needed each and every trick that he had to survive in this ball game. Abarientos made sure that they will be up 8 points, 68-60, heading into the final quarter. But there was a surge coming from Converge as they tied things up with 2 minutes remaining. Rosario, first 3-point conversion of this matchup, pushed them ahead by 3.
Well, we talked about moments. Seemed like for Barangay Ginebra, there were a number of guys getting their moments, but hindi rin naman papaiwan itong Converge. Another moment at that time in the 4th quarter for Concepcion.
Down by 1. Dito, lumitaw yung utak, yung galing sa laro nito si Juan Gomez de Leaño. Did not wait for the rest of his teammates. Saw that the defense was not set. Napuntusan niya ng reverse layup. Itong Barangay Ginebra to get Converge a 1-point lead.
And this was that fishing expedition. He caught a big fish, RJ Abarientos. They were down 3 pressure-packed free throws, and Abarientos knocking down all 3.
Ito yung panglamang ng dalawa para sa Barangay Ginebra. 25.2 seconds remaining. But the other hero on the other side for the Converge, FiberXers, will show up, will stand out, and carry the offense for his squad. Umatake si Juan Gomez de Leaño against 2 defenders, powering it up and in for the end 1 opportunity.
One big shot after another. We thought at that moment in time it was all done for Converge.
This was the offense coming from Ginebra. An early shot that will not go in para kay RJ Abarientos. And in that moment, it felt like Converge was just a few seconds away from punching their ticket into the semifinals. They found Kevin Racal, and the veteran delivered 2 clean free throws coming from K-Rax.
He just came in, but because he's a vet, kahit na na-foul siya, able to knock down those 2 free throws. But this is this one. Maya Gray just coming in at this time of the ball game. Had no other choice but to go to that spot and try to take a 3. Almost making that 3. But what he did was make all the 3 free throws.
Gutsy from the stripe. Not allowing himself to be bothered by the weight of the moment, by the weight of the situation. Ties the ball game at 86, 3.4 seconds remaining for Converge to try and win it in regulation. A long 4-point shot won't go in for Juan Gomez de Leaño. That will set us up for overtime. 86-86 was the count after 48 minutes of action. But this game, sobrang ganda na kinailangan ng 5 minuto pa. This felt at this point like a possible dagger for Converge.
That 4-point shot of Juan Gomez de Leaño, that was a 6-point lead right there. Para dito sa Converge, seemed like they were in control of this ball game. Seemed like they were on their way to go to their first semifinal appearance.
Pero tinaga lang ng Barangay Ginebra. Look at this play once again as Japet committed his 6th personal foul. At this point, wala na po si Scotty Thompson. Already fouled out of the matchup. Juan Gomez de Leaño converting on both free throws to extend their lead.
Pressure-packed free throws as well for him. Is able to make those 2, but Barangay Ginebra finding another moment, finding another guy to shine. Troy Rosario, almost a 4-point shot, getting that 3.
That kept them in the ball game. And then the scramble until they finally fouled. Itong si Justin Baltazar testing the big man from the stripe. He was 2 of 4 at that stage. And he will miss the first look that will leave the door open for Barangay Ginebra. He makes the second, pero may isang timeout pang nalalabi si Coach Tim Cohn.
And in the end, the question was, who were they going to go to? Defensively, Converge wanted to switch on everybody, but Stephen Holt leaving the best for last, knocking down that 3 at the buzzer, down by 2, knocking down the 3, punching the ticket for Barangay Ginebra into the semifinals.
What a smart play coming from RJ Barrientos as well. Nakita niya, there was help coming in from MJ Garcia. There it was. The slight hesitation meant that wala na siyang balance. He could not recover anymore to try and close out against Stephen Holt. One dribble, pull-up three at the buzzer for the win. And they enter the semifinals. Cardiac ball game, NSD finish for Barangay Ginebra as they win it 99-98.